everybody. Welcome to the only show on YouTube guaranteed to be demonetized before I finish the fucking intro. It's 42 minutes later.
Yay! Just because you yeah, well, thanks for that. You know, no money for us this week.
Hey, you know the golden rule. I don't give a shit on the after show or PubChat. You know, to the other ones we care.
Oh, okay.
You know, yeah.
I'll try to be more vulgar in future. Then.
YouTube has figured it out, though. Pretty much all the time, 42 show and Starsky show and the new Sunday show are not being demonetized. And 42 minutes later, and PubChat go yellow for demonetization within minutes. You know, at this point, I'm not even sure we should bother turning it on for the after show and PubChat. Why bother? But, you know, we'll see.
Well, you did say fuck at the start.
I said fuck again. Fuck, fuckity, fuck, fuck, fuck.
Just stop fucking swearing.
Just flows out of my mouth so easily. Fuck.
Fucking cock.
How do you like me now, YouTube? Us. Yeah, you get credit there too.
Oh, thank you.
So you having a baby again?
Hey, what?
Just that, you know.
No, that was a COVID test.
Oh. No, they go in your nose, you moron.
Well, in that case, my bum doesn't have COVID. There you go. That sounds all right.
Yeah. Yeah. You shouldn't be hearing the snap of the glove for a COVID test. That's just a horny doctor.
Yeah. Funny thing is, I went in for an eye test. Well, I don't know why I had to bend over.
Yeah. Going for an eye test, end up touching your toes for 20 minutes. Like, you know, do I get champagne with this? You know?
Yeah. We're checking the back of the retinas, sir.
Yeah. It's the new clean way to get to your throat to make sure you don't have an infection.
Yeah, that's disgusting. Putting things down people's throats.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's a good start of the show.
I want to address something, though. Speaking of sticking things up your rectum, I know that's odd, but trust me, I have a point here. In one of the last episodes of the Grand Tour, you know, Clarkson, May, and Richard Hammond doing the Top Gear thing on Amazon, they did an episode and Clarkson says, so today we're asking a question. What is wrong with the French? But then they proceed to show that France is actually really awesome. But like, you're not allowed to drink alcohol at work for lunch unless it's wine or basically what they make in France. But the reason I bring this up is Clarkson at one point in the video, and I've always forgot to look this up, he says they take most of their medicine anally. Is that true? Are suppositories like the number one way in France to take like cold remedies? Because taking a pill is not bad. I'm not sure about sticking one up your rectum, but I'm saying swallowing one doesn't hurt you.
It's how they take breath mints.
Cheeseburgers. But is there...
Talking to which, I got to get into this one because this is really funny. I know we're always ragging on the enforcer and stuff like that, but this is a really funny story because the other night, they had that Slovakian prime minister who got assassinated or shot at least, and they were talking about conspiracy and all that kind of stuff. He's like, I'm not going to go into conspiracy. We're going to, we could be talking about JFK and him being shot from the book suppository. And
so what happened in France?
So he kept going on about the book suppository for ages, and everyone was giggling and going, oh no, repository, depository. Was it a repository or depository? Not
repository, yeah.
It was just some kind of oratory, but not a suppository.
Freudian slip. He was just thinking for himself, right?
Yeah, I'm not going to rag on him, but that was actually quite funny. That is the sort of thing that I would do, though. To be fair, I'll just go into a long-winded thing about JFK, being shot by from the book suppository.
I'm working that joke in for the next week. Are you kidding me? Oh man,
it's gonna be your intro for every show for about 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
Welcome to the only show on the internet that does not be required to be taken as a suppository.
Yeah. No, welcome to the only show on YouTube that is the enforcer's favorite suppository.
The book kind.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I'm pretty dumb at reading. I think I've been doing it wrong all these years.
They're supposed to go up there? Really? Wow.
Damn, hey.
So here, let me bring this video back a bit. Here, yeah. So Dunk had a great idea because he's like,
did I?
Yeah. Well, he's like, if you don't know, he's the master of visual effects. That's what he does. So here, let me bring this back up. He said, as we were changing shows, we could take some of the footage of this because it's basically just on a green background and cut us up some buckchuck running around footage. What do you guys think? We could make a couple of cool gags if he was to rotoscope the raccoon out, right?
Oh, I'm going to roto him. Yeah, it'll take ages.
Yeah, there we go. We got to have that.
That's a good one.
Yeah, we need that.
That's a good one. Yeah. Probably clean that up.
Right?
We need to get that footage somewhere. It must be on YouTube somewhere.
Yeah, like this is on Twitter X, and when I blow it up, it's just awful looking. But if somebody can find this raccoon footage in better quality, please slip it to us in the Discord. No, I didn't say that right.
That's what I mean. It must be on YouTube somewhere.
Yeah, we have to have that. That would be funny.
Much better quality.
And we could have the moment where the guy puts the garbage bin over him, and then we could have like our avatars go over and just kick the shit out of them for doing it. Hey, that's buckchuck, asshole.
Hey, steady. I was just talking about cutting him out.
Yeah,
you want to turn into a Pixar movie?
Yeah, no, but I'll do it with like South Park animation. I'll do the other part. Just cut them out.
Oh, so I'll do all the good stuff, and then you just make it look shit at the end.
Exactly. Yeah. Isn't that what we do around
another
here?
Emmy coming right now.
Yeah.
And the award goes to the Shills.
for taking something so well done and ruining it.
We're going to talk to a lead visual effects supervisor, Dick Dawson.
Yeah. Well,
And
my
his
minions did a
underling.
great job, and then I got drunk and gather the minions.
Yeah, I'll be your Ringo to your Paul McCartney. No worries.
It's just the ring thing. I was in shock where what was coming there. I was just
suppositories all over again.
yeah. Yeah, but that's kind of an extra that you put on to make yourself a suppository. Well, we're certainly plumbing new depths this week. So,
talking of rings, the portal. Our favourite story about the Dublin portal is actually finally they've switched it off.
Given up.
They've literally switched off after like a week. After how many years of planning and technology going into that, in the work, building it, installing it, and promoting it, and 1 week later,
They should have.
No, we're not doing that anymore.
They should have consulted us, because we would have told them the only way this works is if you just admit that it's going to be a joke and put it in the pubs. Right? It's the ass mirror, or it's the ass portal. Like, how many moons can you see while you're in a pub? Well, let's find out.
Yeah, you might as well just put it in the gents' toilets.
They should have used it as a virtual glory hole. Been honest, right?
Or just a urinal. Like so you can piss. So as you piss against the screen at the other end of the portal, this yellow liquid squirts out the other side.
The Hammerhawk portal. You ever had somebody watch you piss in Ireland? You're in New York. It's just, that was the dumbest idea ever. Obviously conceived by somebody who's watched too much Star Trek. Oh no, humanity's great. We don't even work for money anymore.
Yeah. There's not enough bum and piss jokes in Star Trek. I think that's missing. They're missing that part of humanity that where someone farting is always going to be like the funniest thing you can have on screen.
I thought it was hilariously bad because Scotty is obviously Scotty for a reason, and he's got the accent and everything, but he never once said cunt. I've never met a Scotsman that does not say that word every 5 minutes. So I'm just, I thought it was bullshit right there. I believed in the spaceship and everything, but that's what broke the reality barrier for me there. That's not true.
Yeah. And he hasn't got a pint of heavy and a kebab in his hands.
Yeah. Never sat down on the couch and had his play stick come out of his skirt,
Although they did play him off as an outrageous alcoholic.
Yeah, that's true.
He was constantly drunk, and he did start the fight with the Klingons. So
that's true.
There's a bit of Glaswegian in him there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck you looking at. Come here. Yeah, Glasgow.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you got that accent good. That's funny. I couldn't even come in to say something there because I just would have sounded like a schmuck.
Yeah, but to be fair, James Doohan, who played Scotty, he was Canadian.
Yeah, that's true. Back then you were allowed to be of one culture and pretend to be another culture because it's acting.
What? Not cultural appropriation? Couldn't they have found a proper Scottish guy to play that part?
Yeah, I hear Justin Trudeau is challenging them to a fight.
Good luck with that.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That was a multi-layered joke. I'm not that,
Oh dear.
But yeah. Speaking of, woke culture and Me Too and all that stuff, A lot of good things in there. I'm not some, redneck that just goes, oh, fuck all that or whatever. But more and more, a few of these Me Too movement times are now starting to, the person who just lost their life and career has actually proved innocent in all courts and stuff. One of them is, here, I better do the Kevin Spacey, no less.
No.
Kevin Spacey has not been found guilty for anything. He's beaten everything. And people like Liam Neeson and Sharon Stone and stuff are starting to come out in public saying, give the man his life back. It's over. It's done. And I almost think that there's an argument to be made here that, the American and Canadian systems, I'm pretty sure in the UK and so on, it's same. You're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. So should we be letting people's names out into public before they've had their chance in court? That's kind of why I was bringing this up, right?
Cliff Richard went through that.
Yeah, he got taken down hard, right?
Yeah, and I don't think he's ever recovered from it, and found to be completely innocent.
That's right.
Or should I say, not found guilty? Yeah, Because Spacey was obviously very, very creepy in some of the stuff he got up to, but just
I'm not saying
being creepy is not illegal.
Yeah, like some of these Me Too people, like Neil deGrasse Tyson, the teddy bear guy who does Star Talk and Cosmos and stuff. I find him to be a bit teddy bear like, he had a woman over to his house that had something to do with being like under him at the school or whatever. And they were going over some things and whatnot. And it was after supper. And deGrasse Tyson said, would you like a glass of wine? I'm going to have one. Oh, no, thanks. And he got Me Too'd for that. And the woman even said afterwards, no, he didn't hit on me at all. Just the offer of alcohol I found very put offish. Well, you can't call him out in public for that. I thought that was really out of line, right? And he didn't suffer for being Me Too'd, but other people were just destroyed and never found guilty.
There was that story about George Lucas, who was apparently fiddling around with the robots on set on Star Wars, and that was R2 Me Too.
Now, in saying this, I'm not saying that Harvey Weinstein or whatever that dude wasn't a creepy bastard that used his position of power over people and real cases that are true. It's just that I think the mob mentality of the situation got a little out of hand, and some people suffered unjustly. We should be better than that in like the 2000s, and it goes back to what I've said before. Social media gives people this sort of feeling that, they can hear 7 sentences and go, I've got this all sorted and my opinion is this. Yeah, that's not healthy.
Opinion is right. Yeah. It's empowerment.
And I mean, all of us are on social media right now. So I'm not calling out everybody, but you know what I mean? There was a mob-like mentality to that. And I don't think that's healthy or something that will ever get us to a point where we move forward as a society, right? Mob rules don't work. But anyway, enough about that.
Yeah, sorry, I thought you were going to talk longer. I was pouring a drink.
Oh, I was about to pour a drink.
Oh, no. Yeah, don't have that. We've got it.
All right. And,
here. In the green room.
Yeah.
And now for something completely different.
Are you done? No, I'm not.
A man with 6 nipples.
Oh, my God. Okay, here. I even have it. I have it. Here, hold on. Okay. That's not revolting.
Yeah, it looks like someone's shaved their cat.
Looks like somebody photoshopped a pig. It's just wrong.
Yeah. This is one of the stories we never actually got to, but yeah, I'm not really going to go into the story in total. But is a man told he told how he has 6 nipples after having his chest surgically modified to add 4 more silicon ones.
He did it on purpose.
I love how the article had to sort of make sure that he knew that he had 2 to start with, and he added 4 more to make 6. just in case the math was a little bit tricky for you.
Yeah, that's investigative journalism.
I had to work it out.
Whoa,
on that one. His name was Harry Hoofkloppen.
I'm sorry. Say that again for comedic effect.
His name was Harry Hoofkloppen.
Of course it is.
Yeah, I think he had that surgically altered as well.
I'm telling you, the man wants to be a pig. What's he gonna name? He's gonna change his middle name to like kosher just to be a snark.
Jesus. Barry Bacon.
Yeah, he's doing a new version of Charlotte's Web. You don't want to see it.
Ah, dear. Why you fool?
Wow,
I mean, that's one thing that never goes into any of these articles like this. It's
Dude.
like, why did you do it?
Liz Mailer in the chat says this is a furry offshoot. That actually brings it into focus, and I'm horrified that it makes sense to me now.
a hairless furry. It's like those hairless chihuahuas sort of thing.
It's like cosplaying in your own clothes. Look, I'm me.
It is actually interesting you say that, because he's a furless furry. Because if you see one of his other photographs, you actually see him. He's bald.
Yeah,
as well. he's got no fur whatsoever.
Oh my god.
And he's probably very, very manscaped down at the bottom areas.
Yeah. I'm going to put a poll in the chat now. Should I have a mute button for Dunk?
Yeah. He's very shaved around his penis and his other 3 penises.
Just making it worse. Thank you for that. Pig Boy is smooth like a piggy. It's just
grease him up.
Oh, I'm sure somebody does.
Just strange. There was a follow-up article on this one. It was about these 2 people who are like they got the Guinness World Record of being the most body modified married couple in the world, and it's oh my god! You see the picture of them.
Here, put it in the green room, and I'll bring it up.
Oh, I don't know if I could find it again, but
okay.
Yeah, it's like I'll have a quick look, but it was basically like people are referred to them as like 2 people from hell. Oh, hang on, I've got the image.
Have you ever? I wonder if anybody will ever do the nose thing, like the ghoul in the TV show Fallout. Like as if you have no more cartilage, right?
Oh yeah, that was weird.
Yeah. Can you imagine somebody doing that in real life? Like, what if you sneezed? It would just it would cover 9 or 10 people in a theater, right? It would just be awful,
Oh, we just got a runny nose. Just be constantly dribbling out.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people might not have seen what you're talking about, to be honest with you. They probably don't know what you mean by the ghoul in
yeah, okay.
in Fallout.
Yeah.
But, yeah, very, very, very bizarre.
Yeah. Here, I'll see if I can bring up a picture because it's interesting.
I've put my picture in the green room for you.
Oh, okay. Here. Why can't I get a real picture? I have to get all of this BS. Hold on. There we go. All right. Yeah. See?
Yeah.
That's body mod, man.
Yeah.
Oh, Dude, what the oh, and it's like a thumbnail pic. Okay, here, I'll size it up.
Oh yeah, it's not really big.
Okay. Look at that. It's like, imagine doing that to yourself and then finding out you still didn't get the part in the new Mad Max remake, right?
Yeah. Or somebody comes along and has one more modification than you, and you lose Guinness World Book records. It's like, damn it.
And they would have to keep doing it to keep it up. And then nobody cares because P.T. Barnum doesn't have a circus anymore.
Yeah.
That's weird, man.
I just find that I do feel like that sort of like dips into areas of mental health or something. I can't believe you're just no. I can't even bring words to my mouth to describe it, to explain it. It's just so weird.
I've often considered getting a tattoo over the years because, you know, rock and roller guy. I was a little bit rough and tough when I was younger and stuff, you know. But every time I considered it, I would envision myself as like 65 or 70 years old and the way that tattoo would look on my tired old self. And I was like, nah, I'm not doing that.
Well, it's simple. You get a picture of a tired looking old woman on it. So when you grow old and tired, it looks old and tired as well.
I predicted my wife.
Yeah, and it's also the sort of thing about how, you know, I mean, my wife got a tattoo and my daughter's got a tattoo and all this kind of stuff, and
I got nothing against them. It's just that.
Yeah, but it's also like, what do you choose, and can you honestly get something that you could be happy with for your entire life? You know,
that's. Like, I remember once I considered getting a tattoo of one thing, once another thing, and I knew that there was no way in 40 years I would be happy with it. And I look back at my, you know, mid-50s life now, and I'm glad I never got any one of them. Let's ask this question to the fellow babies watching the show right now. Who out there has a tattoo and is still 100% happy with it? Because are you better at making decisions than me, maybe? Or, you know, like I know some people get tattoos of their child's name.
Producer of the show.
Yeah. No, but like some people get tattoos of a child's name. Well, you're going to be happy with that all your life. That's, you know, but, you know.
Well, that's one of the tattoos my wife did. She got like a Scottish thistle because that represented me, like prickly old git, and all the kids' names around it. But the only thing is, you know, my daughter changed her name, and it's got the old name on it. It's like, oh,
well, why doesn't she just do a strikeout and just put the name in, like, you know,
Sharpie?
Yeah.
But you know, people who like, you know, get like a massive tattoo of Justin Bieber on their leg and things like that, you know, can you truly be satisfied with that forever? Or, you know, imagine if you were a massive Rolf Harris fan, or you know, or a Gary Glitter, or, you know, someone who just someone who just had to be erased from memory, and you've got to try and cover it up. I know a lot of people do these sort of things where they get their tattoos altered. And
anybody out there?
An art form in itself.
Yeah. You got to be real good to do that, I think. You know, unless you're just simply covering it over with black on one spot, right? You know,
redaction.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a government information request. You know, do a freedom of information report on your back, right? Speaking of which, I know a guy in Toronto. I'm not going to call out his name or anything like that, but I knew him in Bob. I knew him in '98, I think it was, maybe. And he had like the you know, the rings in his earlobes to extend them a bit and stuff. And he had a ring here and a couple of tattoos and stuff. You know, he was totally into that kind of culture. He branded his back like like a cow being branded. He actually had his back branded.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Well, I'm assuming he didn't do it himself.
No. He had a tattooist person do it, and then his girlfriend had to like nurse him back to health because he had no idea how bad it was going to be. And it was like a big pattern thing. It wasn't just like a little one. Like he did his whole back in one shot. Like basically he was tortured. Right?
That could. Well, it probably did go bad. I mean, that could go seriously bad.
Well, I didn't
Jesus
know him for the
Christ.
longest, and I remember like he was, ointments and stuff and being cared for and everything, and I just thought to myself, this is ridiculous. Oh my gosh, what are you doing? Yeah, it was crazy. But I knew him through a rock and roll club on Queen Street called the Bovine Sex Club. So figure it out.
Yeah.
Well, it was an awesome rock and roll bar, but it is weird.
But I'm sure his ranch manager can, spot him easily amongst the herd now. So that's a good thing.
Yeah. But wow. What reckless abandon to be cool. That's crazy. It's just, it blew me away. I got to roll a joint now just talking about it. Just
well, there's other thing, people do where, they get the rings in the ears so that it's slowly stretching out their ears and stuff like that. And then
imagine that when you're 70. I'm not sure that's going to age well.
Well, I have seen people. I don't know if they decided not to continue wearing the ring or whatever, but they've taken them out and just got like floppy dangly bits.
Do they come back? Does anybody know? Do they slowly come back, or is that it? It's done.
Yeah, I think the safest thing is probably just to get them cut off. Otherwise, get into a fight and someone's just going to grab those and just pull you around.
Yeah. I know. I mean, I've looked at it that way. Like 97, 98, when I was still a rock and roll guitar player and stuff, I was, regularly in the shitty side of town and, like some rougher people and stuff. And I always thought to myself, that's just an easy way of kicking your ass. But, maybe it's a more of a modern hippie approach to life, and they don't think of the ramifications of being in a dive bar at 2 a.m. I mean, I half the time didn't want to be there, but they were willing to pay me, so I was.
You'll do anything for cash. That's what I've seen written on the toilet walls anyway.
Yeah. For a good time, call 555-HEAD. I used to, when I was on the road with bands, every bar I ever went into, I would write in front of the urinal at about male eye height, "Why are you looking here when the joke is in your hand?" I always thought that was funny. I must have wrote that in 1,000 places too.
Ironically, I had the joke tattooed onto my penis.
Yeah, you can only see the J and the E, but
yeah. If I get horny, it says, "Oh, punchline."
Yeah. Only Kelly's seen the whole word in years, but
She didn't find it funny.
Yeah. That was on her. That was on the wedding night when she finally read the whole thing, and she was like, "Really? 4 letters?"
Big letters.
Yeah. That's 14 point. What the hell?
No, I couldn't go through a whole tattoo on my penis. I just used Letraset, which rubbing down, actually caused quite an interesting climax.
Yeah. I'll take spitting on the 3rd letter, please, Alex.
Yeah. Why is orgasm? Yeah, I know how to play that game.
Speaking of which, I wonder if it's even behind me at the moment right now. Yeah, they are. Hold on, I'll show you something. I just got to finish rolling the joint first. Yeah. Hold on a second here. They didn't have the rolling papers I liked. I had to buy a different brand, and they screw me up. I really need my own kind, otherwise it screws me. Oh no, my own brand. You know,
your own brand. Well, the Shills papers.
Oh God, we need rolling papers. Are you kidding me? Somebody, if do me a big favor, somebody find where we can get custom rolling papers made. Oh my fucking God, I want that right now.
I got a big pack of Rizzlers and a Sharpie.
No, I want them properly printed, man. Oh yeah, not the papers, but just the packaging, right?
Yeah,
you know, yeah.
just as you pull the cigarette papers out, it says you. Next one are. Next one going. Next one to. Next one die.
No, get high. Pot never killed anyone. No. Pot doesn't kill people. Meth kills people.
No. Bullets kill people. People kill people.
CF Beauty's done it. We've got elevate your brand with custom rolling papers link. Okay, I guarantee.
No.
Yeah,
well done, CF.
Yeah, we are getting Shills rolling papers. You'll probably have to click a link that's different to our regular merch store because I know Teespring does not do rolling papers. But this is coming. This is coming. We are going to have Shills rolling papers.
It's not Vistaprint, is it?
Yeah. We'll try to get them to use LSD for the ink. So when you make a little filter out of the package for your joint, you just get that extra little yay. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, you don't have to smoke them. You can just chew them.
Yeah. Just chew the package. Just trust me, you know.
Wait, are you suggesting we can do acid tabs? Shills acid tabs.
I'm not saying I ever made them before at all. But no. We'll just have regular rolling papers, right? It'd be amazing.
Yeah. Shills branded heroin.
Yeah, we're going to need to get 2 types made, though, because I like Zigzag Blues, the slightly thicker paper. But I know there's a lot of people out there, usually younger than me, that like the Ziggy Whites, the thinner paper. So we'll try to have one of each. I can't stand thin papers. I've got slightly calloused fingers from guitar playing, and the thin ones just end up as this mess in my hand, and all the pot goes in the keyboard, and I got to buy a new one. It's terrible. I need,
My daughter's boyfriend gave me a wad of cigarette papers because he says, I had this kicking around. I've given up smoking, so good boy. I told him good boy, but I'm not a quitter, so thanks. And but they're pink. They're pink Rizzlers. I've never even seen pink Rizzlers before. I don't know what's so special about them.
The site CF found, the chat bot is called Cheech, like Cheech and Chong. Cheech.
No.
Yeah, I shit you not, man. Here, let me bring this up. I'll show everybody. This is fucking hilarious. See? Hello, I'm Cheech. See? It's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, so they'll work out to cost us like $2 a booklet if we spend $300, but that's American, right? And
$2 a book.
Yeah. And, we'll have to sell them for like $1 extra to cover shipping and stuff at least, right? It's not about us making any money off them. We're not going to try to sell them for $10 or anything stupid, but they'll have to be like, $4 a pack. But I pay $3.60 Canadian for a pack of rollies. And these are supposed to be one of those things that you just put aside and go, hey, cool. Don't actually use them, right?
Christmas gifts.
Yeah. Great stocking stuffers for the children.
Yeah. Yeah. You know that junky cousin of yours. You know, here you go. I got you some papers.
Yeah.
Shills.
Yeah.
Hey man,
Yeah.
it's cool. Who's the Shills?
We'll have to.
We'll have to have a QR code on it. You know, so you can point your phone at it, and it will take you to the Shills YouTube channel.
That's a good idea. That's a really good idea.
See? I'm not totally stupid.
We should put the QR code on the paper, so then when you roll a joint, you can say, "Here, just scan it before we light it," and out to your friends when you're sharing, right?
We should do that as a T-shirt. Actually, we should just have a T-shirt with a QR code on it. It just says, "Watch this," and it just got the QR code on it, and the people go, "Oh, what's that?" You know, and you'll just go straight to the Shills.
That's a really good idea. Who wants a QR code Shills shirt? Who wants to be a walking billboard and you pay for the privilege? Hey, if you wear a Nike or an Adidas shirt, you're already doing it. You might as well, right?
Yeah. No. Thing is, if you do it for us and the Shills, you earn our respect,
And you're helping me buy pot.
You just spoiled it. You just spoiled it. I was just like you earn our respect, and nothing is more valuable than our respect. Not even gold or diamonds or my OnlyFans page. Nothing is more valuable.
Yeah, what he said. It's nothing to do with the weed.
And they can buy pot.
I like good pot, and I cannot lie. That tasted awful. Hold on. Yeah, I want a QR code T-shirt.
Tasted awful. There's something wrong with your hearing.
Yeah, but I was saying it right. You know, it's like regurgitation. It's just
this song tastes terrible.
Yeah. The lyrics just don't suit my palate. Oh man.
Oh, I need a top up. All right.
Oh, Super Disaster has a thing in the chat. Make a fundraiser for Ukraine with the rolling papers. I like that. So we're going to have Shills rolling papers that you can buy, and they're just the Shills ones. And then when we get a couple of bucks from those, we'll get a bigger batch of Shills Ukraine rolling papers. They're going to be 2 times the price or something, with all proceeds going to Ukraine.
Do you get to design the whole box and shit? Because I'd be willing to doing that.
We'll
have to have a look into this.
Yeah. I was going to get you enlisted on that. You must have known it was coming. You know, can you imagine if I did it? Has anybody got any crayons? You know,
I've eaten all mine.
Exactly. Yeah.
I had one stuck in my nose for 30 years.
Yeah. Okay. So we've got the idea of the barcode T-shirt. We'll do that. We could also do a barcode T-shirt that says "Support Ukraine" with a barcode that goes right to the insert fundraiser here, which would be really cool. And then we can do the Shills rolling papers and the Shills Ukraine support rolling papers. Right? So the Shills Ukraine support rolling papers. What are you guys feeling? Sunflowers?
Oh no! We'd be far more subtle and abstract. It'll be.
You could have Starsky just peeking over the corner of the flap.
Starsky papers.
Yeah, you know.
Tales of Barbie, baby Starsky.
Rolling papers. I was born a poor stoner child.
No. So we can't do that because we are like in talks with putting Baby Starsky on the product of Fistit at the minute. So
And NASA's in talks with a sponsorship where we'd be putting Baby Starsky on the space shuttle. So we'll see.
Oh, that would be useful. The space shuttle. Listen to him. Oh, he's so modern, so up to date.
Oh yeah, isn't it launching soon or something, man?
We're gonna have him on the Gemini project.
yeah.
Skylab.
Yeah. Yeah, he was the guy who threw Sputnik, man.
Yeah, Dick is working out sponsorship deals with H.G. Wells and the first men in the moon.
I do a lot. You have no idea how hard I work. You know what it takes to get a hold of some of these people? Like,
it takes ages. Yeah.
Working out the Skylab deal,
Yeah, H.G. Wells never returns my mails.
It took forever, You'd swear the guy was dead or something. He's just never around.
Yeah. I think he's just got bad connection. Working.
Yeah. 3G, Just has an old phone.
I mean, what do you expect with all those heat rays flying around? That EMP must be causing havoc with his mobile connection.
Speaking of like War of the Worlds, you know how the tripods come down and lay waste to everybody, maybe, Is that just a metaphor for dudes with really long cocks? Is that?
I don't think that was the intention of H.G. Wells' original writings, because I think it was about more to do with the imperialism of the British Empire. But men with long cocks probably, may well have been at the back of his mind.
I don't think men with long cocks has anything to do with British imperialism, to be honest. I think I fucked up there. Oh, you just never know what's coming up. Oh, yeah. Speaking of Jeopardy, I was going to do this thing, right?
Oh, okay. What's that?
Oh, Jesus. I was going to smash my microphone around and make a mess. See this? Jeopardy, right? And the little controllers that come out. This is an old school DVD game that came out way back when. Yeah. And there's a second unit that takes the beams from the controllers to answer questions and stuff. And it has to be then connected with your DVD player. And it has this little sensor that you have to put in front of the infrared so it can control the DVD player and make it work. By the time you set the damn game up, you're done because it's so finicky. Nobody can bother, right?
I love that kind of.
It's the most convoluted garbage. But if you have the patience to get it going ahead of time and then have a couple of friends over for drinks, it's unbelievable fun because it's it's so good. But you've got to be like Bill Gates back in the golden age to actually make it work, Unbelievable. But I won't give it up because it's awesome, There
was those TV shows, like must have been like late 80s, maybe 90s, where there's like had interactive kind of space adventures type stuff. And even Lego went into doing a whole series called, what is it called? Gallica or something? I can't remember what it was called now. We got a whole load of the toys because they were just going for pennies. The kids just playing with them. But yeah, there was a whole sort of thing where you have the TV show on Saturday, and you could get the light gun to shoot the bad guys on the screen. Although, what great shit technology that was rubbish.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It was just this is the future. No,
yeah.
It's not.
No.
Or we're working into an episode of Columbo or something. Or Starsky and Hutch.
Yeah. Totally, man.
Can you imagine on Sunday night, all the family are sitting there watching Starsky and Hutch, and they've all got little light guns and all shooting at the screen. Grandma's got one too. Bad guy.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That'd actually be really funny. Choose your own adventure television shows, poo poo.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's like the first time I saw Dragon's Lair, that old cool video game that was like playing a cartoon. I was standing in the crowd watching a guy play, watching another guy play, and I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. I have to play this game. And I waited and waited, and then I put my 50 cents in. First game ever that was 2 quarters, not one. And I realized that I was just pushing left or right now and then and hitting the button to direct the way the animation would continue going. And I was so disappointed. I was like, oh my God. This sucks.
I don't think I ever lasted more than like 15 seconds on one of those games. It's like you might have just like put a fucking bank machine there to just deposit money into it. It's just like
I put 50 cents in, I tried it, and then I understood what to do. Then I put another 50 cents in and tried it, and it was like the right arrow would come up, click right quick, the left arrow would click up, click left quick, the fire button would come up, hit fire quick. And after about 2 minutes, I died again, and I was like, I'm never paying for that again. During the age of like Street Fighter and stuff, you expect me to just sit there and watch a cartoon that will stop if I don't hit a button in time? Are you out of your mind?
It's like those those like gamepad things when you see people dancing, jumping around on them and doing dance moves and cutting the grooves and all this kind of stuff. Fucking hates it when I try to do a waltz on it. Rubbish.
That's funny.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Trying to do a tango.
Oh ho ho ho. I took a few dance lessons once. I remember my dad explained to me that, as you get older, you're going to be expected to be able to actually dance at a high school dance and stuff. You better learn how. And I went off and had a few lessons.
Yeah, but ballet is not the one to go.
Well, I showed up with tap dancing shoes and everybody thought I was a fucking moron,
In your long tails and your little white bow tie, like little Fred Astaire. I'm putting on my top hat, putting on my white tie, dressing up my tails.
Yeah.
Hello, my name Mr. Dawson.
Yeah, I'm
gonna dance a cheeky little number for you tonight.
yeah. That was when I met my high school sweetheart, Jason. I'm just kidding.
No, it wasn't Jason.
Yeah.
It was Bob.
Yeah. Can you imagine me giving it the full Dick Van Dyke and tax shoes or fuck? I
want to see that. I want to see that. If anyone has got like really good at AI, I want to see Dick Dawson tap dancing. You know that thing in that film Anchors Away when you got Gene Kelly dancing with the mouse from Tom and Jerry Mouse. And he's dancing with Jerry Mouse. You remember that film? It's a very, very old classic film. I want to see an AI of Gene Kelly dancing with a tiny little Dick Dawson. I could do it. I am the visual effects guy. I could do it. I just can't be bothered. I just want to watch it.
Yeah. He's seen me do it naked, so why would he make me do it otherwise, right?
Well, Jerry Mouse was naked.
Oh man.
Damn it, I'm empty again.
I still say though, looking back on it with the little parasol, I look good. I mean, little flat chested for a long haired, lass, but all right.
I wasn't talking about when you were like being Bugs Bunny but dressing up as a girl. I'm not talking about those.
No, that's when I took a right turn at Albuquerque.
Because you just look too darn cute.
Yeah. For a dude that needs to shave, you're looking pretty hot.
I mean, it's so funny they used to play that to kids. No wonder we're all so grown up, so fucking confused. You got a dude, not only is it a dude, it's a rabbit, dude, dressing up as a girl rabbit dude, and you're going, oh, There seems to be things happening inside my pants in my prepubescent years that I don't quite understand.
Yeah. What? See, the end result is Warner Brothers taught me that I needed lipstick and high heels to succeed in the areas of love.
Or he'd be like Pepe Le Pew and become a rapist.
Yeah. Oh my God, you're not wrong, right?
He was the original, Kevin Spacey.
Yeah.
Harvey Weinstein.
Hold on a second here. My phone's ringing.
Maniac.
Kevin's lawyer is on. 1 second here.
that Pepe Le Pew, he was a maniac.
Oh yeah. That dude was like the kind of guy that wakes up and has Viagra for breakfast, like he's just raging hard on. Yeah. Yeah.
He took his Viagra through as a suppository.
Yeah. I had no idea having gas would make a person so horny. It's just... That's a good... I haven't heard that brought up in a long time, though. That's really funny because, yeah, he was a fucking pig.
I absolutely adore the cartoon, and it wasn't just the fact that Pepe Le Pew was just such a fucking monster. It was the poor cat, the female cat, and she always like accidentally manages to get the stripe to get the skunk look, and she was doing everything she could to get away from him. It was just
Yeah. And it was always the poor cat that got a paint stripe or something, right?
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. But it's just like, this is all my relationships round it to 3 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. My love life became inappropriate in 1993. Oh God. Oh man.
Yeah, it is kind of funny because you look back at some of those, those old Warner Brothers and Looney Tunes cartoons and stuff like that, and you think. And people like say, but you can't see them anymore. They're banned.
Yeah,
you got Tom and Jerry smacking each other with frying pans.
I loved that when I was young, man.
I know. And you think, and people are saying that they shouldn't have got rid of them. There's fucking good reason why you don't see them anymore because they were fucked up.
Oh
they were absolutely fucked up. Yeah. And I think it has a lot to answer for as far as people like you and me.
Well, I remember I don't know, I was like 7 or 8 years old and we were out playing lawn darts. And my buddy's younger brother ended up with one sticking out of his melon, and he's crying, and we're laughing our heads off. I mean, that's not good. Yeah, but it was. It really was. But it's kind of not, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Tweety birds around his head.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, but you think you're made of rubber. Here, a couple announcement here thingies and whatnot. Hold on
the phone.
Yeah, actually, I said that too soon. No.
No.
So there's let me see here. Let me look over here. There's a direct donation in from somebody, but it just has like real names, not a username, and I can't tag that username in the live chat. So
we'll call him Pep. We'll call him Pepe.
Yeah. So we got a direct donation in from. Well, no, actually, it would. Okay, Pepe. Yeah. There we go. So thank you. Our amazing anonymous donator.
It's Elon again.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He sent me another love letter last night, and I said, dude, until you get the panel gaps right on the Cybertruck, I am not going out for dinner with you. It's not happening.
No, I think you're confusing cease and desist orders to love letters again. You have this real bad problem with that.
I still can't see the difference.
You're like Pepe Le Pew. Stop doing it.
Hey.
Ma chérie, you love me.
If Elon would just pucker up, I'd stop bugging him, you know?
Oh, that's not an expression I expected to hear from you. But,
I'm just playing into that tonight. I don't know why.
Just read into his book suppository.
Can I fit Webster's in there?
War and Peace. Well, all of it.
Yeah. Are you a novel, an encyclopedia, or a dictionary?
Yeah. Or a Britannica.
Yeah. Actually, you could use the thickness of a book suppository and you could gauge like tension versus wind resistance. So, if somebody can take a full dictionary, you're probably not going to hear them fart. But, if they take like a Cole's Notes, there's going to be some friction there and you're going to hear like a squeaker. That's like, we should use this as a gauge. Well, proctologists should, right?
Yes. I'm trying to figure out the practicalities on that one. And there are
so
none.
You could use a book suppository to gauge how good a person's fart could potentially be. Right? Is it going to squeak out and just be funny? Is it going to have real flapping impact, or is it just a gust of wind you didn't really hear?
Well, it's a bit like putting playing cards in your spokes of your wheels when you were a kid. It's similar sort of technology.
Yeah. How many playing cards does it take to create a V8 engine?
I noticed that. When I used to do it when I was a kid. You put loads and loads and loads in, and you get you had so many pegs. My mum's doing the washing. There's no fucking pegs on the washing line because I've got them all. And I've got all the playing cards. Nobody can play cards because I've got all the playing cards. And you putting more and more on to make it more. You'd like put like several stacked together to get
Jilk's got it.
Thwack.
Jilk's got it. You use 3 to do an American V8 because it has the firing order of a single plane crank, but then you use 4 if you want to do more like a Ferrari with a cross plane crank where the firing order is more even and you get that scream instead of the thump thump, right? That's how it works. So you can tell an Italian child because they use 4 cards in their bike, but an American kid uses 3 because they like a lumpy V8.
No, American kids use credit cards these days.
Yeah, mom's credit card.
iPhones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, they just got an app.
Actually,
they
use.
They don't put playing cards, and they just got an app on the phone that makes noises.
They use the new iPad Pro because, as Jerry Rig Everything proved, it really bends.
Yeah, they're a bit too big to put in your spokes.
Well, you just got to have one of those bikes from back in your country's early days with the big front wheel, because you could put 3 or 4 iPads in that.
Oh, the penny farthing. Yeah.
I'm sorry. What did you call it?
A penny farthing.
Oh, I thought they were just called bicycles until you guys got a clue.
Yeah, because we all ride those in the UK still. Yeah.
That's why you had 4 children, so they could stand on each other's shoulders and form a ladder so you could get on your bicycle to go to work.
No, see, Dick, you got it all wrong. We're still riding those ones that don't even have pedals. You just like sit on it and like trundle along, and we all have like massive top hats.
Yeah. That brief period.
Send our children up the chimneys.
That brief period where you guys built the Reliant Robin 3-wheeler was a blast to the future, and then it was like, no, it's not working out for us.
Future's looking so great.
I gotta wear shades. It's an old Canadian song. My future's so bright, I gotta wear shades. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm studying nuclear science. I love my classes.
I got
I
a
got a
groovy
crazy
teacher who wears dark glasses.
Things are going great, and
Did
they're
that
only
song
getting
actually
better.
make it across the pond? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that song made it over here, and I loved it. It was brilliant.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put that in the category of like Thomas Dolby. She blinded me with science. It's like nerd music, right? It's for geeks. You know, I loved it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm a geek, so yeah, there you go.
Yeah. You know, what was the
easy sold?
who was that cool old dude actor that was in Thomas Dolby video?
Magnus Pike. He was basically it's like a science computer. He was our Neil deGrasse Tyson in the UK, and it was a crazy bonkers guy. Magnus Pike.
Yeah. He's quite well known if you're into like videos about cosmology, biology, geology, and stuff. You know, those kind of shows, right? Yeah.
He's very expressive. He's definitely one of those guys where you have to have the camera 3 feet further back than you think you're gonna need, because his arms start waving around all over the place.
Yeah, it gets very Italian about the whole thing. Yeah.
I miss Magnus Pike.
Yeah, and he did that routine, like he's stumbling, and you know, he's very physical in the video. He was awesome. He was the best choice.
It was a great video.
Yeah. But if you listen to that song, there's actually some really good music in it. Like, it's not the joke song that it kind of came out to be, right?
Oh, Thomas Dolby was a weird one, because I really loved
his
Thomas
history
Dolby.
is like everybody wants him to be on their shit, right? You know?
Yeah. But the thing, here's the reality of it. I've had a couple of his albums.
Oh, really?
I really like it. Oh God, it was a long time ago. I think they're on vinyl, but I
bought it when I bought my BBC Micro.
Probably not far wrong.
Yeah,
they're sort of like really good, but at the same time,
terrible.
A little bit of vanilla.
Yeah,
there's some great songs that he knocked out. You know, one of our submarines is missing tonight, and obviously.
Oh, you're not selling this right now, dude.
I know. Well, no, I can't. I can't sell it because it's a sort of like a great song, but at the same time,
that sounded like Glenn Miller or something.
No, don't put Glenn Miller down, poor bastard. Got shot down in a plane. He was great.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Sorry, Glenn. Thank you for your service.
We'll come back to Glenn Miller in a minute. But Tom Dolby. Wind Power was a great track. Will be the Pirate Kings.
It's probably
again.
the Wind songs. Power is just talking about the ability to hear a person's fart, right? Yeah. It's doing that again.
Switch off your mind and let your heart decide. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, great song, but shit. Whereas, you know, our lovely Glenn Miller, the best UK export ever. Yeah, well, okay, he was from America, but yeah, he was genius, amazing guy, and he disappeared.
Did he?
Playing? Yeah, he did a Glenn Campbell.
Oh, I see.
Or
as opposed to John Denver, where you just smash the plane into the ground.
What did I say? I said Glenn Campbell. What did I say? Glenn Campbell. I meant John Denver.
Oh yeah. A lot of musicians.
Glenn Campbell disappeared in an airplane disaster.
He's probably sitting at home watching us right now, going, "Dude, I'm no." But a lot of musician dudes have bit the dust over airplane accidents over the years. If you start thinking about it, you got Randy Rhoads, right? You got the Big Bopper, Richie Valens, that whole thing. You know, there's quite a few. What's his name? The second coming of Jimi Hendrix, Stevie Ray Vaughan. Didn't he bite it in a plane?
Hang on. It was the original one. She's I'm thinking Elvis Costello.
Oh.
No, not Elvis Costello.
I'm Max in the chat says Jim Croce. I got a name. What Jim Croce is one of the best songwriters the world has ever seen. Bar none. If you don't know who he is, check it out. Check out the song I Got a Name. Check out like Rolling Down the Highway Till Life Don't Pass Me By, and check out Operator.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that was me shouting out Elvis Costello because I had that terrible image in my head, talking about,
Pump it up.
Yeah, no, but I was thinking of Buddy Holly, and everybody in the chat corrected me.
And a cricket. Remember the movie? The Buddy Holly
cricket?
story, or was that the Richie Valens movie? I can't remember. But they were on the phone and they were like, "What's the band's name, son?" Buddy Holly. And there was a cricket in the room, and they go, "And the cricket," just to be funny. I don't know if that's true or not, but I remember seeing it. I know.
So that bit Back to the Future. Hey,
Yeah.
it's your cousin Marvin Berry.
yeah.
You know that new sound you're looking for? Well, listen to this.
Yeah, but by the time he does that and holds the phone up, Michael J. Fox has gone all 80s rock and roll star, and the actual Johnny B. Good part is gone. The edit there is terrible. It should have been earlier.
I never thought about that. Interesting. Yeah, because then he should have been playing like Eddie Van Halen kind of stuff.
Exactly. Right? Chuck Berry should have come out with finger tapping and stuff. It should have been Eruption by Chuck Berry, right? But it's true. That edit should have been earlier when he was doing Johnny B. Good proper, right? I remember being a kid, I was like, wow, can he sing?
God, can he play guitar even when it's disappearing?
Well, no, but that's the whole thing. If you watch Michael J. Fox, he is holding a bar chord and using his pinky to do the blues thing properly. And I didn't really pay attention. I was just like, hey, that's how I do it. So he must know how to play guitar. And I was convinced, I didn't,
Of course, the guitar that he's playing in the film wasn't even invented at that
time. I know. Yeah.
Which, it's all right. It's a time travel movie. So that was probably in Back to the Future 5, which you never saw because they never made it, where Marty goes back in time to the school and gives the band the guitar from the future that they're going to play at the under the speed dance.
Yeah,
that hadn't been invented yet.
Yeah, and only guitar people know this part, right?
And his mum gets off with Albert Einstein.
Yeah. There's a part. My son loves the Back to the Future trilogy. We watch it too much, right?
Yeah,
but
right.
There's this moment where the Marty gets locked in the trunk, and the dude gets out of the car and says, "Hey, what are you doing?" Yeah, and the little gang boy, Biff's boy, says, "Never mind, spook, get the hell out of here." And and dude says, "Who you calling spook?" And like 5 of the rest of the band get out, and there's all this pot smoke from the car. And then dude runs away going, "I don't want to mess with no reefer addicts." Like, but it is a back in time movie, and in 55, some piece of shit asshole would have said that or worse, right?
Oh, a lot worse. Absolutely a lot worse.
Yeah. But my son has never put together what's that S word means. Yeah. It's the same within the Blues Brothers. My son calls the guys with the swastikas the Nazis. He doesn't say it correctly. So he can be out scripting where he repeats himself in public, and he can say, "Oh, yeah, I hate Nazis," or whatever. And I'm pretty safe, Yeah.
He's using the Churchill pronunciation.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what Churchill used to call them, the Nazis.
Yeah, But every time he gets into the Blues Brothers and he starts doing that part and he starts scripting it, I'm just like, why don't we stay in this afternoon? Like,
Yeah, yeah. But he does do the other thing. Where he just like stands there shouting, "White women, white men."
Yeah. Actually, that hasn't come out in about a year, but he used to do that, and I was like, dude, no, you can't do that outside.
Not unless you're formally dressed in the right uniform.
Oh, it's even worse than that because never mind what the Nazis are chanting in that moment of the movie. I live in like the west side of the Rockies, up in a valley and whatnot, and it's very much like native territories around here. And I got lots of native friends and stuff, and I do not want my son walking around going, "White women, white."
Yeah, but the thing is, you know, what's fascinating about Felix, you know, because he'll lock into things. He won't know the consequences of it, but
he has no clue what he's saying, right? You know,
no, but he'll watch that movie, and you know, like the other, you know, you got him that like shirt, you know, you had to get from Romania and all that kind of stuff. But
yeah, Romania, yeah,
because it's the same one that a guy wears in the movie.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if he turns around to you and says, "Can I get those like brown shirt and hat and the shorts thing that the guys wear, the Blues Brothers?" You know, and you go, "Well, no, they wear black hats, the jackets, and the dark glasses." No, but these guys, the Illinois
I want the guys that get chased off the bridge into the river. I'd be like, "No, Felix, you got to understand, right?" That's when I would have to sit down and really deal with the issue, right? Oh, I am not dressing you up like a wannabe American Nazi.
Yeah. What are you, part of the British royal family? What's going on here?
Exactly. Yeah. Do I have to call you King Charles now? I know. But it's innocent on his side. He doesn't get it. He's just playing out the movie, right? You know.
Yeah, no, it is absolutely innocent. And,
he has no clue, and he has no hate towards anybody. You know, I mean, he's
that's the most adorable thing about it. It's just like he just has no fucking clue whatsoever. I mean, what could be the worst thing that you could put in front of him?
Yeah,
that you wouldn't want him to actually latch onto. I mean, we've talked about this in the past. You know,
that's a tough one.
Like that. Yeah, but you know, you did the Eddie Murphy thing.
Yeah,
Richard Pryor. You can't. You know, cops don't shoot cars; they shoot niggers.
Oh.
Yeah, you know.
Jilk in the chat says
great line from him.
Well, Jilk in the chat says MAGA. Oh, we don't have cable TV. We don't do real news. I torrent everything we watch. I have a special server and everything, and it's all very controlled. And he has no access to that bullshit that people are inundated with.
It's not like he's hanging out with QAnon on the fucking.
He has no clue. Yeah. Yeah, I've always done that. I haven't had a cable TV account since he was born. You know, I just will not have that. Even on YouTube, as soon as we always used ad block, but in the last year I pay for premium because YouTube screws with ad blockers, and I don't want his I don't want him seeing like, oh, we have a naked yoga site ads and stuff like. No.
Yeah, but going back to the MAGA thing, it's like, well, Felix, I don't think, you know, because this is all political. MAGA, it could be like Republican, Democrat, and stuff like that. Blah blah blah. I can see is Felix is hearing blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
and it just does not even.
He wouldn't even listen because he would just be like, "Oh, you're fighting. I don't like that." Right? You know, there's a line from The Flash.
Political stuff.
Yeah. As soon as people bicker and argue, he doesn't like it. And there's a line from the pilot episode of the Flash TV show where the dad says, "Ooh," and no more fighting. And anytime he sees conflict, he says that right away. He's just not into it, man. Oh, yeah. His mother loves...
We should put him in charge.
It'd be a funnier show.
Yeah, no. I mean, of the country you get, not the show.
That would be really good. You know, it's illegal to be an asshole to each other, right? You know, that's what he would do right away.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be so hilarious.
Yeah.
In my first administration, I'm employing everybody to be wearing donuts as hats.
Yeah. Here, let me get a beer.
And we're all going to watch these Mexican movies.
To qualify the donut hat thing, let me get a beer. Tell everybody, because it's a funny thing, man. This is how innocent he is.
Yeah, so Felix has this as a donut. It's basically a pillow, a cushion, sort of thing. It's around about the size of a little bit larger than the head. So the hole in the middle. Yeah, it just sits nicely on his head. And so Dick is demonstrating right there. And so what Felix does is when he's in his top prime Mexican mood, he'll stick the donut on his head and run around and be his Mexican self with a donut on his head as a sombrero. Yeah,
that's when he becomes Alejandro Gutierrez. Yeah, and he calls it Mexico time, and Alejandro Gutierrez is the character in Dora the Explorer movie from I think '97, the live action one, that this Mexican guy named Eugenio, whatever, Derbez plays, and he's a very successful Mexican actor. He's like executive producer on movies, producer and stuff. He's done quite a few North American movies, Hollywood movies now at this point. He's up there. And my son just thinks he is the greatest person that's ever lived. And it's because he just plays these innocent, goofy, fun, loving characters, right?
I bet he doesn't really understand or realize what a massive fan Felix is to him. He's probably the biggest fan.
Dude.
He has no idea.
Like this fall, I'm saving up now to get us a car again. We've been not driving for a little while, but things are a little bit better, and I can probably afford the upkeep of a car properly again. So that's coming up, and I want to plan a little like trip down through the States or something when he might be showing up at a thing or something, because I would love to see my son's reaction to actually meet this fucking guy. It would be unbelievable. Well, Felix is learning Spanish because of this guy, right?
I've suggested Dick do this, but we got like 79 people in the chat. Just went up. One, and thank you very much for being here. So nice for you to be around. But I've suggested this to Dick, but we got a team of people here. We got you glorious people in the chat. Let's find him. You keep telling me his name, and I keep fucking not getting it right. Julio Banderas.
Yeah, it's not a J, it's a G. So I think it's Eugenio. Right?
Eugenio
Derbez.
Eugenio Derbez. So we've look, everybody find Eugenio Derbez. He's going to be out there. He's going to be on Twitter. He's going to be on Instagram. He'll be on.
You know what we'll do?
Somewhere. Get him.
We'll
find him and get him to send one of his usual just signed 8x10 pictures to Felix.
Yeah,
that's all we want. That's all we want.
We'll get Felix.
Hold on. Hi.
We'll get Felix to come on the Sunday PubChat show coming up quick, and I'll get him to do "Hi Eugenio, I'd really love a signed picture from you" thing, and then we can clip it and send it to him.
Yeah,
because you can tell that he's the big 17-year-old 6'1" kid, but he's like 8 years old. Right.
I mean, what celebrity could refuse?
Yeah.
Even the cold-hearted ones couldn't refuse. That kind of thing.
Good idea. That would be a badass. I mean, we had to order the special
fucking dumpling bust.
Well, we had to order a special shirt from Romania. We had to order a special backpack that came from the United States. So 2 things with import duties. And then we got him the pants and the hiking boots, and he can get all dressed up, and he looks exactly like Eugenio's character Alejandro Gutierrez from the Dora movie. And he just goes outside with the biggest grin on his face, and he skips around like he does this little skip when he's running and walking around and stuff, because he's always the happiest guy you've ever met in your life. And it's just, wow, I wish I could be that content with life.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like we're asking him to, get a 10 by 8 of Harrison Ford, because Harrison Ford just go, oh, fuck off. I don't care.
He'd send a nude picture of his wife or something, right?
Yeah, his dog. I won't send you a picture of my dog, but this is a picture of what he just shat out. Yeah. Miserable git.
And if anybody remembers, we did some fundraising to help my son get his new computer and stuff. He is on fire with like iMovie and editing and having the new Apple Silicon Mac and stuff. It was an unbelievable success. Oh yeah, he loves it. So big thanks there again. I'll get him to edit something up, one of his little comic funny ones, and post it up on his webs or his YouTube, and I'll give you guys the link.
Yeah.
Every now and then he posts something. He edits a new video every like day or two, but he just goes, no, I'm not doing that. Oh, okay. And you say, Felix, why don't you post it? No, I'm done. Okay. You be you, right? I let him do what he wants that way. But yeah, we'll let everybody know and stuff. I think that's enough on that one. There was a thing I didn't get to tonight. There was a lab in Canada that had one of those big data breaches, and they're one of those companies that have all of our medical information and stuff. And because the court couldn't prove that the data had been used nefariously, the class action lawsuit got quite a low payout. So everybody had their personal information stolen as it pertains to where they live, who they are, health concerns, drugs, and the whole 9 yards. And you know what the payout was per person who got screwed over by this company? $7.95. Unless you were unwilling to accept an e-transfer and you wanted it to be a check in the mail. And then there was a $2 processing fee, so you got $5.98.
Wouldn't even pay for a coffee.
It's a joke. I mean, if you only had $5, it's no point in walking into Starbucks, right? And yet, how much do you think the lawyers made?
Oh, God. Yeah.
Everybody got a new Ferrari,
isn't it?
It's unbelievable. So there was a press release after, and the lawyer firm that was in charge of everything said, we know that the payouts aren't huge, but the point of this wasn't the payouts. It was to punish the company for wronging everybody. No, the point of this was to get you richer while nobody else got anything, and the company can just move on and do something else. That's all that happened. What a joke. We're supposed to be okay with this? You're responsible for the criminal underworld having all of my information, and therefore they have the ability to really think about how to crack my passwords and stuff, and I get $7? You out of your fucking minds? This shouldn't even need lawyers. You should be able to file a class action, never mind with the courts and the lawyers and all that, but with the the bureau of whatever in your country, because our information should be protected. There's laws that say so. There should be no courts and lawyers and dragged out 4-year things. It should just be, did you promise to take care of their information and fail? Yes, we did. Therefore, you're punished. And now everybody gets $1,500 so they can go to their banks and stuff, cancel their cards, go through the pain of it all and whatnot, and have it paid for. It's bullshit.
Yeah, but this is the world we're living in now. It's just like, if it's, the lawyers have got lawyers, and the lawyers have got lawyers,
Yeah.
and they've all got insurance. They've all got insurance to mitigate any damages or losses to their business, and that insurance is also being covered by another insurance company that's being insured by another insurance company.
Exactly.
It's like fucking turtles all the way down.
The wealthy always write in new laws to make sure the wealthy are protected, so when they screw up, they can stay wealthy. Right? That's how it goes. Drive you crazy even trying to make sense of it.
I can't wait till I'm there.
But when do we as people get protections for the fact that we have no choice but to use their web portal for our health insurance, and then when they get breached, we get $7? There's got to be a better way to do this. Yeah, Jilk. So I should have listened to my parents and became a lawyer. Well, the lawyers are the ones that always win. No matter who wins in court, the lawyers always get paid. And they get paid a fortune. So the whole court system, in my mind, is now not for the people, because your average person that makes 50 grand a year or something or whatever can't afford a lawyer so that they can protect their own ass using the laws of the country that they were born in. I don't think that's the intent of the structure we created.
Funny thing is, it's like when you get into a taxi cab and they got that little meter, and you have like meter anxiety as you're watching the numbers, like ticking up.
Yeah.
Think what it would be like if lawyers had those on their fucking chests, and you just like, the number just like scrolling. It's like a fucking time machine sort of thing. That it's the numbers are just like scrolling forward to the 1,000, 100, 100,000, 100,000, 150,000. Like,
yes.
no,
right. It's like an auction.
Stop luring.
Yeah.
Stop thinking.
Oh, yeah. But, just a lawyer showing up in court is a massive amount of money. But now if you're paying that law firm to employ other members of the company to go and investigate things and so on, it's a nightmare that no regular person can afford. There should be, like, oh, my neighbor and I had an agreement and they reneged and now I want to take them to court. You should never need lawyers in those situations. That's a joke.
Well, it's also that kind of like, should we say that kind of environment of the TV adverts. You have you been hurt in a?
Oh my gosh! Yeah, the ambulance chasers, right?
Yeah, have you been hurt at work and blah blah blah? They're advertising because they don't give a fuck about you. They just know that you're just there to
exactly.
Money.
Yeah,
and that's what a lot of legal stuff is about. They want class action suits. They want these huge things.
That's right.
They just want the courts filled up with this because it just keeps paying them. It's
the same with the stock market, or with all these things where you can short stock and stuff. That has nothing to do with believing a company will be good and investing in them so you can get a return later. That's about manipulating markets and stuff. That shit shouldn't even exist in my world.
Yeah,
you can.
I've got the frozen orange juice report I've got to send to you.
That's a great movie, man.
Came from a guy called Clarence Beeks.
Yeah. Trust me, if Clarence Beeks ever gives you investment advice, you can trust it or not, depending if there's a monkey on a train. Is that good consumer advice? Watch Trading Places. You'll figure it out.
I wish I could remember what it was. Yeah, I was talking. It was in the visual effects office, and we're talking about it's like getting people, some outsourcing people, and to get them to do stuff. And I just mentioned this great visual effect artist called Clarence Beeks. You should get hold of him. It just was totally lost in the world.
Really?
It's like $50,000 check from Clarence Peaks.
Oh, come on. Who can't know that reference?
I know. I should have said, "Oh, the monkey fucker," but yeah.
Yeah,
But,
I'm Max in the chat. I'm Max in the chat. Mortimer, and he's doing the next one. Is that you? You know, we're back.
Yeah.
Golden
that
Child,
was
right?
In,
no, Coming to America.
No. Coming to America.
Yeah.
Anyway, you got some super chats and members messages to catch up on.
Yeah. I'm actually not sure.
You do that while I go and grab another bottle of cerveza.
You mean a box?
Wine.
A box. So we've got Crazy Cat, one of the mod team as well, gifting out a membership. So we might have somebody that's covering the beer fund tonight. I got a message for Demetrius Ganovas. Is he in the chat? I'll have to check after. Crazy Cat 1 came in with a membership as well. I hate that dude for selling my fucking van. I agree. Crazy Cat had a whole thing worked out with the son of a bitch. There was a gentleman agreement as well. And then somebody showed up and just gave him the cash. And instead of getting hold of Crazy Cat to make, hey, dude, we're good. Yep. Okay. He just took the cash and left Crazy Cat fucked. And so everybody say, boo to the van salesman. We've got Ozzy T gifting out 5 Shills memberships. So now there's like a roulette going on for who gets the beer tab. But the newest member gets the bill. Make sure you send us in your details because you never know if it could be you. Then
we'll have to go to TikTok and find them ourselves in Chinese government.
Yeah, actually, all I have to do is contact Jin Come In My Pants and ask him because he has all the data, right? And then we had Left-Handed Jedi. Welcome to Shill's Apprentice. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, kisses to you all.
Oh, here. The one service is going to give me the list. Yaya, David Elston, Richard RJK Spinningwood, Fred Thornbury, and Chuck Yemmerts have been members. Chuck, you're last. Yeah, Chuck, you're last. You get the bar tab, buddy. Send me your address. Actually, send me your address again, because this has happened to him before.
Yeah, he's the one that keeps giving us donations. It's not fair. He just,
Exactly. And it's a big tab tonight. I've been drinking high-end Canadian beer, which must cost $9-10 a six-pack.
Oh, I've been drinking Moet Chandon.
There's also a super sticker I missed. Ozzy T threw in a $5 super sticker. Yeah, CF just gave me shit in the green room. Asshole, you missed it. What the fuck is wrong with you? Why do I always have to clean up your messes, you dumbass? Oh shit, I wasn't supposed to say it. Okay, so and Ozzy T threw in a super sticker of the little fox doing hiya. I've said it before. The team is so good, they don't even let me screw it up. Happens all the time. I always get messages, you missed that one, or whatever.
Well, they don't.
I actually
they don't let you screw it up.
Oh no, but here, truth be told, I had to double ping CF in the last Sunday show, the new Ukraine Beyond the Headline show, because there was a direct donation that got missed. So, the whole approach we have as a team where you back up the live people in the background to make sure everybody knows. That's why we do it, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really not sure how to pronounce that one. Please give me a phonetic thing. I'm just drinking low-end Indiana vodka. Indiana is one of those places that rocks and parties pretty hard, so I bet that's good vodka. I would approve. Oh, yeah. Oh.
I'd say that's cultural appropriation.
Well, I am cultural appropriation. I'm Canadian, and all we do is steal from others, right?
You have no culture of your own.
No, exactly. You know, we don't have buildings that are 200 years old yet. You know, do we?
It's kind of funny if you look at, like, the British, and it's all cultural appropriation from the French, the Normans, the Norman invasion, the Viking invasion, the Celts. It's everything we are is cultural appropriation of somebody. I don't think nobody speaks Anglo-Saxon anymore.
Oh, you had a croat in the throne for years, right?
I mean, if you're talking about America, I mean, the whole country is built on cultural appropriation, except they kind of like decided to not appropriate so much. It's like keeping our little circles and on. Well, that's where our culture is. This is another circle where our culture is. And none shall mix. and if you do, you're going to get called out.
Yeah. Yeah, the UK doesn't appropriate any other culture, but they literally have a universal saying for going for a curry. I love it because I was like, you guys all say that in media and stuff and TV people and whatnot. What is going for a curry? Well, it could be rice, noodles. It's just a curry dish. Like, seriously? It's not even a thing?
No, it's not noodles. No. Going for a curry. It means going for a curry. I'm going to the Indian.
So it means going to an Indian restaurant.
Yeah.
That's not insulting.
Well, not for the Indian restaurant, it isn't. 5 stars.
I have an Indian restaurant just next door, and every time in the evening, if I go outside, I'm just like, oh God, I want that so bad. It's so amazing. Those cats know how to do food, man.
Yeah,
Same with the Thais.
I'm sure they
Thailand. Oh my God, they have amazing foods. I'm
sure these restaurants like pump out the smell of the food on purpose.
They must.
They've just got huge fans like venting out.
Yeah.
It's not even their food. It's just they've just got like essence, and they just pour it into the thing, just pump it out.
Yeah.
So it just smells amazing.
Oh, these cats over next door to me. Well, it's not quite next door, but you know what I mean. It's just up and around. They have food that is orgasmic in quality. They must create. Of
course. We got PJ in the chat has to point out his Cockney connections there, because he says going out for a Ruby Murray.
I don't know what that is.
Ruby Murray curry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I still don't get the tie-in.
Cockney rhyming slang. Yeah, Ruby. I don't know what a Ruby Murray is, but Ruby Murray curry.
Okay.
Apples and pears, stairs.
Yeah. Okay.
Dick
I get
Van
it.
Dyke, cock.
Run to the dunny. A Ruby Murray. Yeah. David Elston in the chat. Del Boy lingo. Hold on. That gets.
Now for something completely different.
As you can't use Del Boy lingo at Dick, because as if he knows what Only Fools and Horses is.
Oh, I thought he meant that flat Earth idiot Del. That's
no.
That's what I
at
thought.
all.
Yeah.
No, it's yeah, 'cause- yeah, no, Del, he's Glaswegian. He doesn't fucking know about Cockney stuff. No, Del Boy is from a TV series over here in the UK. That's like it's like a national treasure. Only Fools and Horses with Del Boy, who's this like Cockney wise boy, selling shit out on the streets. Yeah, no. So you have no clue. You have no clue whatsoever.
Well, I have a little clue. I mean,
I can't get you to watch Firefly, which is a science fiction show.
I
so
watched.
there's no chance. There's no chance for me to get you to watch Only Fools and Horses, which isn't.
I watched the first 15 minutes of the first episode of Firefly and realized right away that it was better than I was going to give it credit for. I thought it was going to be like that, one of those comedy sci-fis that you guys do that just, what's the word? Damn it. Suck. Yeah.
You guys.
Well,
Racist.
you guys have this show where the dude made a joke about some girl that didn't even notice an original ZX80 Spectrum on the shelf or something. The 8-bit guy always points this show out, and it's just...
What are you talking about? Red Dwarf? Was it Red Dwarf? I don't know.
Maybe. Is that a funny sci-fi?
It intends to be. It's
so it's not like early Doctor Who that just ended up funny. It tends
to be funny.
They're probably talking about that one.
No, David
IT
Elson
crowd.
in the chat says IT crowd. Yeah.
Yeah, I think David's talking about the IT crowd.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's the one. But like I remember trying to watch Doctor Who, and no, right. But this was 84 or something, right? When we had our big satellite dish that could get TV from all over the world. Oh, and I was an early teenager. We had one of those fucking monstrous dishes that you could lay in with your girlfriend and watch the stars at night. It was crazy huge.
Well, the funny thing about Doctor Who is, like if someone says to you, I've never seen Star Trek Next Generation, and you go, oh yeah, you should watch it. Don't watch season 1. Just go straight to season 2. With Doctor Who, it's a weird one because there is no particular series in its entire history where you would say start there because
it sucks.
Well, no, it's not that it sucks. I mean, I'm not a big fan of it, but it's one of those sort of things. Like it's generated and regenerated, which is kind of ironic when you talk about Doctor Who.
They seem to have no problem replacing a person with another person. It's like James Bond.
60s.
You guys are good at that,
Yeah, but it started in the 60s and it just like is evolved into this thing and it just keeps on mutating and changing. And I don't think you could point at any like singular point in the history of Doctor Who and say start there. If you want to learn about Doctor Who and enjoy it, start there.
Enjoy it.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
You can't. I mean, PJC now is talking about John Pertwee was excellent. And so was Tom Baker. Yeah, but I would never say go watch it because the shows are so old and so cheap that they're crap. But
you had to be there. You had to be there, or it doesn't work. I've tried.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. You had to be there all the time.
It's like I've gone back and watched a few of the, sci-fi shows that I liked and stuff when I was young. I downloaded 4 seasons of the $6 Million Man, the Bionic Man. And I watched like 3 episodes and I was like, well, that's a waste of bandwidth, it's just, it's awful. It's terrible, Well,
that's the sad state of affairs of these sort of shows of that period, because a lot of them were bad. They were just like just like
sucked
content
ass.
filler.
Yeah.
No, they were just like content filler. Everybody was writing scripts with all the different shows. TJ Hooker, Fall Guy.
Yeah. I liked the Fall Guy. That wasn't bad because it had great stunts. Ozzy T.
But watch it.
Yeah,
now.
I know. But Ozzy T has a good point there. Planet of the Apes is still good. I agree.
Not the TV series.
Well, no, but the original movie, you go back and watch that and look at the apes and stuff, and it still sells well. It's unbelievable what they pulled off for that movie.
Not if you look closely at the ones
Oh,
in the background.
come on. I'm talking about being like a guy in his 50s who needs glasses. And even though my TV is like 65 inches big, it's not a good one. It's just big. And I watched it back like 6 months ago and I still enjoyed it. Charlton Heston is a little bit stage actor for me. Like, you almost can see that he's acting, but I find the ape characters and whatnot just totally sell it to the point where it's so good to rewatch. Oh man, does it work?
Roddy McDowell is just like,
that's it.
fantastic.
Yeah, McDowell is amazing in it. Same with Zira, the girl or whatever,
But if you watch Roddy McDowell in anything, if you watch Roddy McDowell and he's in the Columbo episode, he's just like playing the same character, just without the mask on.
Yeah.
He just plays the same sort of, same.
Yeah, but isn't he in Clockwork Orange?
No. That's Malcolm McDowell.
Oh, right. And holy God, is that guy like? Can he sell some creep? Wow.
Yeah. No, Malcolm McDowell has played some great stuff, and then he started like doing shit. And he just like shit for years. He
did like the Shia LaBeouf to his character, where he just got so full of himself that nobody gave a fuck. What a punk kid that guy is. They were going to give him the Indiana Jones mantle. That's why they did that movie with him. And everybody was like, well, that sucked. And so they just punked him off and moved on. That's why I think with the new movie, they're going to try to sell the girl as the next Indiana Jones, right?
I don't think they're going to. I think there was like it, they hinted at that with the Shia LaBeouf thing as well. Like at the end of the movie when the wind blows and
the hat,
and he picks up the hat and then Indy takes it off him as if to say, no, fuck off, you're not getting it.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think they were kind of like implying they were going to do that with the girl in the new one, but let's face it. This is not James Bond.
No, but I would gladly
where you can replace the actor and have a new James Bond.
But I would gladly see her in a new Tomb Raider series because they gave her some attitude as a person and stuff. She was pretty cool. The Shia LaBeouf or whatever that fucking punk's name is character in that movie just made me want to punch him so I could take off on his bike.
He could have been.
He was
really
a
good.
schmuck.
He could have been really good, but they kind of like cartoonized him.
Yeah, but I wouldn't doubt at that point his ego was already getting in the way.
Could be. I don't know.
Because that guy totally screwed himself with his bullshit, right?
Yeah. Well, that's not uncommon in Hollywood.
No, very common. Very common. Hey, we got a shout out. Left-handed Jedi just gifting out a Shills membership. So we have a new contestant to be taking the bar tab for the night. And we have Ichabod Deer, spelt like John Deere. Ooh, I like that very much. Great username. You know what? Because your username is so cool, I'm only going to send you 50% of the bar tab. I'll send the other 50 to Dunk.
Wait a minute. That means I'm paying for my own drinks. How's that fair? God.
No. You're not just paying for your own drinks. We're only talking about my bar tab. You're paying for half of mine now.
God, it sucks around here. It really fucking does.
being a mathematician, the way I do math really works out, but it depends on what side of the conversation you're on.
God's sake.
Yeah.
No, I better sip this glass of wine very, very slowly then.
What time do we got here? Where are we at? Oh, you know what? I just remembered Felix isn't home tonight, and I don't have to give a rat's ass. Isn't that an interesting?
Uh-oh. Let's run the wheel of doom.
You know what?
Doom.
We need a couple of different settings for the Wheel of Doom, so we could.
Hey, throw it up. Throw it the wheel of doom. Oh, go on, throw it up, and we'll see who's going to pay the bar bill tonight. Go on. Yay! I win.
Yeah, but hold on a minute.
Dick pays the bar bill.
That's bullshit. For the last 3 shows, you had to go first, which makes me have to dance in the background to get you ready for your article. And now, when it actually fucking matters, I take it up the hoop. You know?
Yeah.
Did anybody else hear the snap of latex there? Because I heard it, you know.
Yeah, sorry, you're going to have to get lawyers involved and everything. It's going to cost you a fortune. Just pay the bill.
Yeah. CF Beauty, call our lawyers because I think I'm going to contest this, you know. I disapprove of this gag order. What are we? We're 155. Do you guys want 30 minutes more after show, 42 minutes later? Or do you think we should just go shut up?
just fuck up.
Yeah. 1 for more and 3 for just shut the hell up. We'll skip 2 because,
hey, we got a super chat in. Somebody else is not very good at math.
UTV and Ham with a big call sign at the end there throws $2 super chat in and says, my 2 cents worth. Yeah, you're right. You know, UTV and Ham doesn't understand the whole UTV, the next time you do that and you want to throw in 2 cents, put a few more zeros at the end.
What on the donation or the comment? That's not
Cents or cents. It doesn't matter how many zeros are at the end. It's still cents.
Yeah.
Okay. Be funny. I'm going to get a beer.
Well, be funny. I wasn't expecting that. I can't take my cock out because I'm not on camera, so that's ruled that joke out right from the start. What else have I got that's funny? No, I can't do that one because that's redonkulously racist. That's just gonna piss off the Catholic Church. No. I got nothing. I got nothing. Yeah, without causing a lot of trouble. So I'll just be I'll sing you a song or do a little tap dance or something like that. Maybe that's one way to fill the time. While Dick has gone to get. I don't know where he's gone to get his fucking beer from. Is he tripped over his bloody cock on the way to the toilet again? I tell you what. Why don't you guys tell me something funny? You know. Yeah, no, I am just totally lost. I just wasn't expecting that whatsoever, and I was just like, I got nothing to fall on. I should have a list of things that I go to when Dick does this to me, and I keep forgetting to have a little list. I mean, I could tell you little stories, about my past, about that. There was that time when I was I was flying the 747. This guy, came on the plane and he tried to kick me off, but I wasn't happy with that. But I was president of the United States at the time, but
I didn't turn my speakers on this time, so I have no idea what you're on about.
I told him to get off my plane and threw him off the back. But that's
So are you doing Harrison Ford in Air Force One? Is that what you're doing here?
Shh.
That scene at the end when they're all hanging onto the straps trying to go from plane to plane is just so ridiculous. It was too far for what they could do at the time to make it look like Harrison Ford and his wife or whatever were really doing it. It was so bad. But I did like the movie. Harrison Ford was really good at that kind of thing.
Was that Air Force One?
Yeah.
What was the other one?
Wasn't
I
it?
can't remember. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's... Harrison Ford's done a lot of those. I have to fight back against insurmountable odds movies, right?
Yeah, he's done some crap ones as well. I worked on one of his crap ones. What was that called? Firewall. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, film called Firewall.
It just sounds awful by the title. It's just a little box piece of hardware you put in a rack. It's just...
To be honest with you, I can't remember what it was about. All I remember, there was this young girl, and I had this big scene where there's like sitting in a car, and I had to do like all outside the windows and everything, and there's this young girl sitting in the car next to him. He's like helping him solve the mystery or whatever. He's just got like bullshit, and the only thing I can remember from that is I painted her up to look like Chewbacca. So there's this so in the edit, like for a moment, he's you got Harrison Ford sitting on one side of the car, and he's like turns to look at her, and there's Chewie sitting there, but it's her face.
You should do that in Smokey and the Bandit and have Burt Reynolds look over to see Chewbacca in the Trans Am.
It's so funny how much time you waste sometimes, doing visual effects. You go, I'm just so bored of doing this. I need to be creative and do something monumentally stupid.
Yeah. He doesn't go skiing or something like that. No, he just dives back into work for himself. We've told the story before, but we should tell it again because it's the funniest thing ever. Back in the flat earth debunking days, there was this guy. What is his name? JM Truth?
Damn Truth, yeah.
Yeah. And he claimed that he could debunk any fake, space NASA video because if you think the Earth is...
He could take on Newton and Einstein.
Oh, yeah. But if you think the Earth is flat, you have to then say that NASA's faking everything and so on. Mm-hmm. And it's just this rabbit hole of bullshit, right? But... So Dunk did a video. Can you send me the link over in the thingamabobber there, and I can bring it up? Dunk did a video, and he presented to this guy, and dude was like, "No, that one's real." Now this is Dunk, the guy that has an Emmy for visual effects. Right?
That's not quite the full story.
No, but
It's a bridge version because it was MC Toon presented it to another flat earther.
Oh, okay.
Oh God, what was his name?
I'm stupid.
yeah, Mrs. I am stupid. Yeah, and it was like presented to him, who was always like, saying space is fake and all that kind of shit. And MC Tim presented to him, and he watched my video, and he said, yeah, that's real. Until I cut away,
Yeah.
and because as soon as you cut away, that means it's fake. Because that's that's how things work in reality. If you cut away from something, that means you're lying.
Right. So there, I'm lying now.
Yeah. Okay. You're not real.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll show you this because it's one of the funniest things you'll ever see once you actually see what's going on. It's unbelievable.
I spent way too long on it as well. That's the worst thing about it is, I used to have this like Facebook group, I do like fake movie posters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it was always like, the joke has to be you never spend more time on it than the joke is worth.
Right.
And sometimes you end up spending so long on something. You spend weeks on something.
Yeah.
And you go, no, the joke isn't worth that, but sometimes it happens.
Yeah,
it's funny. It's a hoot.
Sometimes you just have to take.
Yeah, I've just popped in the green room.
Okay. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so okay, hold on. Let me get this all.
So someone says, what's your favorite Gary Oldman movie? I would say it's for me it's going to be Fifth Element. He was great in that.
Oh, good call.
Or Lost in Space. It was a
Oh
crap movie.
yeah.
It was a crap movie, but I worked on it, so
Yeah, Joey didn't help that movie, but it was there was some stuff there.
It was a shit movie. It was a shit movie, but there's some cool stuff in it.
Okay, so here I've got this loaded up.
That's my old logo. Ooh.
Yeah.
That's when I used to be famous.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the Flat Earth guy, and he called himself like a movie producer and everything. And that's just not the case. It's some of the worst stuff ever.
Oh God, his movies are just like another multiple hours of just misery, just like going through his fucking movies.
Oh, spelling mistakes and stuff in the titles,
Hey, look at those. Look at these visual effects. Look at these. These are amazing. We can't hear it, by the way, Dick.
Oh, I thought we weren't supposed to. Are we supposed to?
Oh, okay.
Okay,
No,
here.
I didn't know.
Yeah, hold on.
I want us to think from a point of reason and a point of logic, and not the modern day logic, because that's actually insanity. As you know, space and all that crap is all crazy. So if even space existed, there's no such thing as astrophysics. It's a term they conjured up to make you go, oh, astrophysics. He's a really smart, dumb guy.
So, with James' guidance, we can be safe in the knowledge that today's launch will be one to remember. Crowds have arrived to enjoy the spectacle, including Red's rhetoric. Look, there he is. So, without further ado, let's hand over to Reds as he records this historic moment.
Now watch carefully here. You see the rocket on the left and the water tower on the right? There goes the water tower. That's one of the funniest things, man. And dude was like, yep, that's real. Because it blows up. Man. Here, let's do that again, shall we? There she blows.
Oh, it's fake because it cut away.
It even goes.
That shot as well.
Yeah, hold on. It even goes behind the power lines. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Dunk knows exactly what he's doing, man. Oh, I missed it. Hold on. But yeah, that's the part that's really convincing, right? He puts them back over, right? You know. There it is. See? That's awesome, man. That's attention to detail.
We'll get to pay the big bucks for.
Boom, baby. Yeah. So that's what a true master of the controls can do because he's drunk and has nothing else to bother with.
It's funny because Red's rhetoric. He basically sent me that footage because he'd uploaded it and it was all very, very like wobbly. I said, "Look, send it to me. I'll stabilize it for you."
Yeah.
And I did, and he put it out again, stabilized by DKG custom and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I was looking. No, I think it was somebody said something.
Just one offhand comment, and you were off to the races, right?
Yeah, I think it was just some offhand comment by somebody who said, "Oh, you should just have the water tower take off." Right, okay. It was not fucking easy. There was a lot went into that, and it's just like way too much time. But
that was even before we met, or just as we were meeting, right? When I was doing my little fucking funny songs, right? You know.
Yeah, no, we were starting to hang out a little bit on the on the Shills channel.
Had you over like 2 times as a guest, and it started to become more regular, and you know.
Because I had my other video that I had you show that, which is the flat Earth people finder thing. And,
oh my God! Yeah, that was hilarious.
You had that famous, that crazy dude who basically created the basically a social media sort of like platform for people to meet. The problem was that he was using Google Maps to locate people. Yeah. So all you had to do is click on one button, and it zooms out. To the Earth.
And you got them all.
you got a globe Earth. So I spent ages.
If only somebody would do that with Russian commanders, right? You know.
The funny thing is, I spent ages recreating. Had to build a whole particle system and everything to recreate it to a flat Earth map. So this is what it should look like on the flat Earth, and so everybody was like relocated back to the flat Earth again as opposed to the globe. I spent fucking ages doing that.
I remember that. That's funny. Yeah, I actually remember that I was so drunk the night we did that. Because the old Shills, when we used to do debunking stuff, it was just a contest to see who could get drunk the fastest, right? And I remember I had to be shown the video again after because I didn't really remember very well.
See, this is what makes me laugh. So my old flat Earth videos.
We got to show the Queen video now. You know that's coming, right?
Wait. Yeah. The great one I did was like using 360 cameras, proving the Earth can't possibly be flat. And it's a great video. I even has like arguments with Austin Whitsitt about it.
Well, dude,
I've had discussions with him. He couldn't fucking figure it out.
Compared to a lot of the debunkers that came after you, you put real effort into things and really did it. And other people just went, "No, that's stupid."
That's what that was the point I was going to get to. I put
It's unbelievable. I know.
I put so much effort into these things, and then what happened was like people just came on and just like shouted at the flat earthers. It's like, was that all you need to do? Yeah, you don't have to be creative or
all you have to do is fight.
Like, yeah, exactly. And it's like, oh, okay. So I'm no longer required in this community. And I was like, I took my tail and marched off. Oh, fuck you guys. You can do it yourselves.
Yeah, but look at how it worked out. I mean, come on, things are going all right. What do you guys think? Would you like to see Dunk waste his time debunking flat Earth or hanging out here doing what we do now?
No, I can't be bothered with them pricks anymore. I mean, it was a lot more interesting back in the day, when I was doing that. There was flat Earth still hadn't kind of like found its feet and been debunked so often that they got nothing to talk about. They still had things that were wrong. Absolutely wrong, but they still had things to talk about. These days, they're just
they didn't have basement warriors in their pajamas fervently fighting the cause in the live chat back then, right?
So I had some great people in the chat of those. In the comments of some of my videos I did back then. But what's so funny is because these people are assholes and they generally lose their accounts.
Oh yeah.
You go back to the comments, and I'm talking to myself half the time because their account has been deleted. It's gone.
Yeah.
I wish they just left them there, but no. It just looks kind of stupid. I'm just talking to myself.
Yeah. So let's bring up the Queen video, dude. Lay down the foundation, because without the foundation, it's just a video. People have no idea what's actually gone on for this. Keep in mind, this video has 194,000 views over on Dunk's channel. So,
no, 700.
Is that what it is?
Views.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
This video would have, given me like about, 6 or 7 grand in his pocket if
are you kidding? 700,000 views. If it was actually monetized, you would have gone out and bought a nice car.
But got fuck all. But I'm assuming I don't need to give the link. You've got that burned into your memory now.
Well, no, CF gave it to me in the background because once again, when we tell you our team make this possible, we're not kidding, man. All I have to do is say something and the link just pops up in my third screen and I can bring it up. That's how good our people are, man. Applaud them right now.
She's put the Killer Queen one up. Because there was I did a whole series of videos. This guy called Mark.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, but I can go over to his no, I can go to your wait a minute. YouTube's doing this weird thing where the shit underneath that I'm supposed to be able to go to your channel is all weird. Okay, here we go. Videos, popular, and there we go. Okay, I got the one we're looking for.
Yes, it's on a playlist.
Yeah.
Because I did a whole series of videos because there was this guy called Mark Mattel. I was working.
Sorry, that's why it came up the weird way it did, because I was linked to the playlist, and that's why I wasn't seeing things the way I was used to. Okay, I get it.
Okay. Yeah. So let's start again. I was working on the film Bohemian Rhapsody, and I'd finished working on that. Didn't get fucking paid a penny. That's because the company I was working for collapsed. So I won't go into that. But that was £30,000 disappeared. Poof. And anyway, so I still liked being attached to the movie because I was always been very partial to old
people
Queen.
Enjoyed the shit you did, right? That's not cool. Yeah.
And so what happened was that I came across this guy called Mark Mattel, who worked on the Queen movie as a vocalist. He was a stand-in for Freddie Mercury, and he has this. He's not only has he got an amazing musical talent, he's got got the
voice.
He's got the voice, and the thing is, it comes naturally. This is not him doing an imitation.
No, he just sounds like that. Yeah,
this is his natural vocalization.
Incredible.
Yeah, and
but Dunk made fantastic. It way better.
So what happened? What happened was Mark Mattel did a whole bunch of videos where he was just like, he did one video. I'll tell the story, fill it out in a minute. But he did one video where he did Bohemian Rhapsody, and he just like plays it at the piano, and it was fantastic. So what I did is I took his YouTube video, I got the stems of the original music of Bohemian Rhapsody, mixed them together, and obviously retimed the original Queen recordings to match the transient
and
audio.
Let's point out, Mark Martel is doing this on the piano, a cappella, just singing. He's not playing to a click track. So Dunk doing all this timing to fit it together. This is a monumental task.
Yeah, so I take all the audio transients and then match them up to Mark's timing and his playing, and sometimes correcting a few little audio nuggets that just need to be tweaked a little bit.
Yeah,
and then I got all the video that I could get, mix that together, but then also retimed the video to match Mark's timing. And so everything has been rematched time wise.
And you but you also superimpose it behind him where it never was in the first place and stuff. So now you've rotoscoped him to put the video behind and stuff, right? Like the effort involved here is Hollywood level, right?
And also, what a lot of people didn't notice is he's got like a big like TV computer monitor on top of the piano.
Yeah,
I got rid of it.
I know
it disappeared.
It was in the way.
It was in the way of the graphics. So I just got rid of it and cleaned up his piano and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. It's unbelievable, folks. It's unbelievable.
So what happened? I did that video, the Bohemian Rhapsody one, and it went viral. It's like I say, 700 or 1,000.
Yeah, it's closing in on 1 million views, right?
And and that most of that came in those like first few weeks when I put it out. But then Mark did another video, playing at the piano. I was like, oh, okay, you're gonna do another one. I did this next song. And of course, I always ended up my my videos with my signature tune, which ended up with like a big drum roll. The DKG custom thing comes out, and he did one video, and he goes, and he just looks at the camera and goes, and now the drum roll. And I go, what? You cheeky fucker.
And he didn't even.
He acknowledged my interpretations of his stuff without just saying it. He goes, and now the drum roll. And then I just go into the drum roll. And it's just like, oh my God, this is fantastic. So I ended up doing about five videos, I think.
Yeah. Eh?
Yeah.
Well, let's play Rhapsody, because this is
it's your fave.
Yeah, this is the monumental effort. And just now that you understand what's going on, I'm going to zoom this in full screen so everybody can enjoy this. If we weren't demonetized before, we sure as fuck are now. But enjoy this. This is unbelievable.
I can come back and claim your channel after this.
Here we go. We'll mute not to wreck it. Is it playing? Oh, it's not playing. Hold on. Sorry, everybody. One sec. I bet now it plays.
Okay, Bohemian Rhapsody, take one. Not really. Warts and all. Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality.
Should we stop? No, apparently. Let's just building stages in. Let's play
That's
that
awesome.
once more time.
Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality. Open your eyes, look up to the skies and see. I'm just a poor boy, I need no sympathy, 'cause I'm easy come, easy go, little high, little low. Any way the wind blows doesn't really matter to me. Mama just killed a man, put a gun against his head, pulled my trigger, now he's dead. Mama, life had just begun, but now I've gone and thrown it all away. Mama, ooh, didn't mean to make you cry. If I'm not back again this time tomorrow, carry on, as if nothing really matters. Too late, my time has come, sent shivers down my spine, body's aching all the time. Goodbye, everybody, I've got to go, gotta leave you all behind and face the truth. Mama, ooh, I don't wanna die. I sometimes wish I'd never been born at I see a little silhouette of a man. Scaramouche, will you do the fandango? Thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening me. Galileo, Magnifico. I'm just a poor boy, nobody loves me. He's just a poor boy from a poor family, sparing his life from this monstrosity. Easy come, easy go, will you let me go? Bismillah. No, he will not let you go. Let him go. Bismillah. We will not let you go. Let him go. Bismillah. We will not let you go. Will not let you go. Will not let you go. Let me go. No. Mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia, let me go. Beelzebub has a devil put aside for me, for me, for me. So you think you can stop me and spin my eye? So you think you can love me and leave me to die? Oh, baby,
What do you think of that?
Whoa.
How amazing is that? Right? It still blows me away.
Still gives me goose pimples.
We've played that on this show over the few years a bunch of times. I've listened to it to myself or for myself in the background a bunch of times, and I dare say it's my favorite version of the song.
Yeah. No, I understand what you're saying there. I had comments on. I think it was probably one of those like the later songs I did. Someone saying, "Are these songs available for download? Are they on Spotify or anything like that?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we haven't been taken off the air because it's sufficiently different to the original tonality that we got away with it. So
I'll have to play the others and then see if we can get fucked up.
Yeah.
Welcome. Just find my entire playlist and my entire channel and just like start from the beginning. We're just like,
I was gonna say,
we'll see you in like 3 days when it's all done.
Yeah, we're doing the ride on Dunk's coattails stream here. Everybody get your alcohol. It's like a DJ night, you know.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. It chills. It warms the cockles of my little ego. And it's nice to see it. It's nice to be appreciated, you know.
It's a good one, man.
Fucking happen around here.
It's a good one, man. Oh yeah. Well, yeah, I like that very much. What do you think, everybody? That was pretty cool, right? You know.
And now we got like 82 watching. That could have been 82 views on my fucking channel, you bastard.
Yeah, but they wouldn't have gone there. That's.
I could have finally got to the 1 million.
Everybody open up Firefox, the other browser, and give them a view, right?
Yeah. I'll tell you what, though, it was, fucking amazing when it went viral and you just like saw
the clicks coming in. Oh, it must have been.
Mounting on top of it. I'm used to just 1 or 2 here and there. It's like, oh yeah, somebody's watching. This was like people stacked on top of other people.
Oh yeah. We on the Shills have had videos that go to 30,000, 35,000 views and stuff. I get really excited about those. Yours is pushing 800,000. That's a little bit different. That must have been exciting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's like the first video I did that went viral. I think it is practically the first video on my channel, apart from just like a shitty introduction. When I, we were doing this whole debate about, guitar, tone.
Oh, Tonewood. Yeah.
The whole Tonewood debate. And I did this video and I sent it out to this guy, Scott Groves. Dick knows who Scott Groves is. He's been on the show. Yeah.
He's a cool guy.
He's a cool guy, and he was very, very well into the whole Tonewood argument and debating it. Well, it was not so much debating it. Was more
Tonewood, hold on. Let's lay a little foundation. Tonewood is the idea that the wood that your electric guitar is made of affects the tone that comes through the pickups.
Yes, and the from our side of the argument was like fucking bullshit. Mm-hmm. Absolute bullshit, and Dick will argue it in some ways, but even then, I still think he's wrong for other reasons. But that's besides the point.
I have my argument is not about the tone of the guitar; it's the way it's played that changes. But yes, so it is different. You're not wrong.
Oh God, yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. No, the way it's played is the
That's what comes from it.
Yeah, it's like the guitar tones in your fingers. That's one of the the thing that
if it isn't, you're not doing it right. That's just how it is, man.
Your toes.
Yeah.
But So where was I? Yeah. So I did this whole thing where I took a Fender It was a Fender Squire. It wasn't a full-on, Fender Strat. It was a Fender Squire Strat, and I replaced the body with we just not long had our kitchen rebuilt, so I rebuilt a body out of a kitchen, the worktop, which is the same thickness as a Strat body. So I routed it out and rebuilt this whole thing, and it's just like chipboard. It's shit. It's just like bits of wood just glued together.
There's more glue than wood. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Right.
Oh. So I did this video just saying and there's no fucking difference.
Well,
no fucking difference.
For those that are wondering, hold on. A little bit more foundation. For those wondering, this isn't the first guitar that Dunk built. DKG Custom, his channel, is building guitars. This guy has built guitars out of the most ridiculous and amazing stuff, and some of the most, like, you remember back in the days of Kiss when they had like axe guitars and all that crap? They didn't have a candle to what Dunk has built for custom guitars. Not even close.
Well, we can go into that in a minute. But the point I was going to try to get to was the fact that I sent Scott. So I had like about 3 views on the channel on that video. I sent the video to Scott Grove. Scott Grove then put out a video in his dressing gown.
Oh, that's attractive.
Yeah. He says,
keep in mind, Scott is a fat and gray version of me. Yeah. So,
Yeah. So
no offense, Scott. I love you, buddy, but
he's not watching. But that was the funny thing is he just says, I just got up, I watched this video, you got to see it. Here's the link in the description, and then all of a sudden my views were going boom, 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 boom. Yeah, not like millions, but for me, astronomical, because it's like this is like the first fucking video on my channel, and the views just kept coming in. The comments were getting nasty because people who were prone to the tonal argument, Jesus Christ,
oh my God, they get mad. Oh,
they get mad
wow,
because they don't like you telling them that their guitar is shit.
And they're the type of people that spend like $12,000 on a guitar because it's made of a really rare wood, right? Yeah, exactly. And they don't like being told that they spent all that money for nothing because MDF sounds the same, right?
Yeah, I know. I mean, don't get me wrong. Some of these guitars absolutely gorgeous, beautiful guitars. Does it make you sound any better? No. It doesn't. It doesn't.
No.
And that's the funny thing, and that's what my channel was for a long time, just like building guitars and promising you to build. I'll build a guitar out of worse shit and still make a guitar. My all-time favorite, and it's really annoying, I don't have enough video of it on my channel. I sent it to another guy. He got a bit funny and a bit weird and took his videos down where he demonstrated my guy. He demoed it because I sent it to him. It was a guitar made from trash. The only thing on the guitar that was guitar related was the strings. Everything else was built from junk. Literally everything: the tuners, the bridge, the pickups. Everything was made from junk. The body of the guitar was like a couple of hubcaps that are just like glued together.
It sounds like the Sanford and Son guitar.
It was literal junk. The fretboard, or should I say the frets? You know how it's like, particularly that that part of the guitar can be. If the frets aren't right, you can't play the guitar. The frets were made from the springs that were on the hubcaps. And they're just basically like snipped and cut and just glued onto the fretboard, and filed down and everything. The tuners looked like the headstock looked like the hand from the Terminator, because it's like these massive bolts that you turned to adjust the to adjust the string tension, and then.
I'm surprised you didn't go for the Monty Python rabbit. No.
I did. Yeah, but the bridge was my favorite bit, because the bridge I sculpted this thing, made a mold, so made these like 6, the bridge pieces, 6 carbon fiber molded things with a roller on the bridge, which actually basically the
takes
ends of the
away the
strings.
locking need and stuff, and
the ends of strings on a guitar, it's got that kind of like little round little bit. I took those, used those as rollers, and so they were in each individual little bridge piece, and which was still adjustable. Everything was adjustable. And it was just like a fucking amazing piece of shit.
But
and it
still still sounded as good as every other guitar out there, because as Hoove says in the chat, it's all about the pickups. For the tone, yes, it is. And then for the playability, it's about the neck and stuff. The rest of it never made a iota of thing. But I do argue Tonewood in one area, and this is what Dunk alluded to earlier, because he knew I was going to bring it up. But there are bodies that you can make for a guitar that have more sustain or less. And as such, it will affect the way you play. That's why people like Slash play Les Pauls, and people like Steve Vai play like Strats and stuff, right? That part I do believe in, but it doesn't truly affect the tone. It affects the tone that comes from your fingers, like we pre-qualified earlier, right?
Well, that goes into my follow-up video. Once I've just thrown Tonewood into the bin, but the next one was the guitar resonance, and people will argue that the
neck throughs,
the material of the neck. What's on top of the fretboard, is it ebony or is it maple? That affects the tone. That was the next thing. That was the next thing I did. So what I did is I actually just made a guitar body out of MDF. That was it.
Sub speaker box wood. If you don't know, right?
I just didn't care at that point. That wasn't part of the video. So I built a body out of MDF. And we have a decent guitar neck on it. Yeah. But what I did do is bolt on to the back of that MDF body was just a big a storage crate. Okay. And off the storage crate came off of that was like a massive PCV pipe.
So you made a redneck ovation guitar.
So the PVC pipe goes to the headstock of the guitar. So what happens is, I do the sound test on this thing, and I had a resonance test, so you could see how much the guitar is resonating, because people go, is it how much the guitar resonates makes changes the tone and all this kind of stuff. So what I did was that once I'd done that, is I then filled the crate with wet sand, and the entire PVC pipe went up the back of the headstock, and all of it was just like full of wet sand.
Sounds like a Bon Jovi song now. It's just
sounds like my sex life. So it deadened everything
Yeah,
everything was gone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
anything. Yeah, exactly.
No resonance, nothing.
Yeah, and then it
if
sounded like a Bon Jovi acoustic guitar from Dead or Alive.
Well, the funny thing is, if anything, it sounded a little bit better. I mean, it didn't. It sounded the same, but
it probably killed resonant frequencies that were fighting each other and just let it ring natural. To be honest, right?
Well, the sustain was better. That was the thing, because the guitar's not resonating. You're not having that kind of like frequency.
The cancellation, yeah, exactly, yeah.
So it actually rang out better,
right? So you proved the reality of the double slit experiment through Tonewood. Is sand.
Yeah, but this was the second part of the video. Is because the guitar is connected at the headstock with a PVC pipe to this big.
It sounds like
box.
something from a Sigourney Weaver movie.
No, it's not. It's much better than that.
Not as sexy.
Wait for it. So we got this whole rig. The whole guitar is being held together with PVC plastic full of sand and shit. And then I take the neck out. I remove the entire neck of the guitar.
Okay.
So it is now literally.
It's like a broken banjo with this thing.
It's just strings. It's just strings to a headstock that's attached to this PVC pipe of sand and stuff like that. And it sounded, it sounded exactly the same.
Out of tune.
Obviously, I tuned it. No, I retuned it and everything. But obviously, I couldn't play it because there was no fucking frets anymore.
Yeah. Now it was like a bottle and strings in a redneck town in Alabama, right?
But this was the funny thing. Is it's like once you taken all that away, still sounds exactly the same.
Yeah.
It's like it doesn't make any difference what the neck is made of because this one hasn't got one.
Yeah, no, it's funny that way because I remember being back, I was 14, 15 years old. Steve Vai had just become a hot guitar player, and I went and got the DiMarzio HX2. I know that's really nerdy, but for a few of you that know, it was the hot metal 80s pickup for the back near the bridge. Mm-hmm. And I put it in my guitar. I had a Lado guitar, handmade in Toronto, quite an expensive guitar, pretty good one.
Not Lego.
No, Lado, right? Yeah. And it totally changed the aspect of the guitar completely. It was unbelievable. And that's when I realized the body of the guitar means shit. Like you could buy a Japanese guitar with a good neck and just put good electronics and a bridge on it and away you go, I still bought good ones because, well, I made my money as a musician. So you're damn right. I'm going to have a Paul Reed Smith and stuff, for sure. But
yeah. The thing is, it always came down to the argument is like, it could be a extremely cheap guitar. Mm-hmm. Really, really cheap. You could buy that.
But if you really set it up Chinese, right, and if the neck is, you're good.
Right, it's built right. It's just as good as any other.
Yeah,
and that's why you have people that spend a lot of money on Stratocasters, Fender Stratocasters, and they're not very good. Just simply because they're not very well put together.
Well, even the supposed made in American ones these days, that's just a way of charging you a lot more for people that are actually, no offense, but lazier at their job than people in Japan and stuff that get.
Oh, do you know what's funny about the made in America Strats?
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that worked in the factories were the ones that they moved from Mexico.
Yeah. There's
it was the same people.
Yeah. That's when dudes like Ibanez and Kramer and stuff stepped into the industry and were like, it's all about the design. Who cares about who builds it? And, I mean, even right now, just beside the fish tank here, I have an Ibanez RG 450 with a maple neck. and it's a proper 80s model. It was actually crowdfunded for me on this channel a couple of years back. Remember, I was talking about how my guitar got stolen at some drummer asshole's house, and boom, I ended up going the next day to buy it, and it's my dream guitar. I love it, and I've modified it a little bit. I mean, why wouldn't you, right? But yeah, I love that.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
No, I actually I took out the pickups and I went with my DiMarzio go-to standards from the 80s because, I mean, look at me. Obviously I'm an 80s kid, right? And I love it. It's awesome. You can hear it on the if you go to the Saturday show with Starsky, our Ukraine updates show, there's a little preview trailer video that plays. That's me playing the guitar, the bass guitar, the drums, and everything. That whole song was written by me on this shit.
Yeah, I something. I really wish we had more time to fuck around and do a bit more music together. We've got to go to the Shills U channel and start doing this stuff there. We have a second channel, and it languishes like the majority of my life. It's just no, the stuff I'm talking about, is actually making music. I don't just mean like twatting something out. I mean actually spending time and producing music.
And the thing is Greg Terry is somebody that's at our level with that, right? Like we have a few people in the family now where we could be producing our own songs that are easily FM radio or Spotify quality, right? No problem. Me with, audio skills, that's kind of my thing, right? David Elston in the chat says, hey, Dawson, any thoughts on AI music? A threat or a tool for creativity? A threat.
He's got a few thoughts.
Yeah. But a threat. Number one, look at like a movie like Toy Story. When Toy Story comes out, there's a couple of games and, like leapfrog little things for kids and stuff that come out for it. And a couple of the video games that cost real money will have Tom Hanks and Tim Allen and the real voices, but a bunch of them don't. All the other also ran products have voice actors that try to appropriate the voice of Woody and stuff. And this has happened all through time, right? You can't get the real actors to do the voices for every damn toy that comes out. But all those people that did those voice characters have just lost their jobs because AI voice will take over and just create it as Tim Allen's voice and stuff. And then what happens is because of the laws that have been passed, Tim Allen will get credit and royalties for every damn instance of his voice, even though he wasn't there to do it. Same with all the other people. Now, I do...
to be honest, he might have already been getting...
Oh, I'm sure he was.
Anyway,
right?
Yeah.
I'm sure he was. Now, I understand that it's Tim Allen that made the character of Buzz Lightyear, and as such, he should get a kickback, right? Because he owned it. Like nobody could have done that like him. Look at what happened with Captain America doing the Buzz Lightyear movie. That didn't work out very well, but all of those people that got the jobs trying to mimic the voice, they're all gone. All the people that used to sit down and write music for like jingles for advertisements on FM radio and stuff, and they have little home studios and they make a good living, gone. All of it gone because we have AI now. I don't want that. I want actual creative people being behind it and doing it. And to me, this sucks a lot of balls, and they're all hairy and sweaty. I hate it.
Well, we've got to be careful about that because, have we actually seen AI used professionally.
Not yet, but it's coming. And the thing is all it's going to do is earn the top 3% of the executives more money and create less jobs.
Yeah, because the only reason I bring that up is because we had the thing with Chat GPT 4.0 coming out, and there was was it the Google thing? But anyway, it doesn't matter. There was all these professional musicians, and they were talking about how this musical AI could be usable, and they were going like, "Oh yeah, we could use it to, instead of finding samples and stuff like that. We can integrate into our rap music and stuff like that."
Yeah.
But in all the examples they showed of professional musicians doing this sort of stuff, they didn't actually have them using it.
No.
So it's almost like you could use it, but they're not.
Yeah, but they will soon, because the pressure is the stock market, and every company has to grow or they are failing. And as such, cutbacks are the way to grow. Like, look at Walmart right now. They have a 90% market share or some shit like that within North America. But they have projected 4% growth for the coming year. This was an article I had for the tonight, but I didn't get to it. And how are they going to get another 4% growth when you already have 90%? Well, it's not possible. So all you can do is cut costs to have a profit growth. And when you start doing that is when you fail and somebody else takes over. This whole thing where investors expect growth no matter what happened to investing in something just because you get a stable return and 20 years down the road, you're looking good? Why does it have to be greed over greed over greed, or else you're failing? I see the stock market right now as one of our biggest evils, because it generates nothing for the populace except for the wealth for a few way up at the top.
All right. Okay. Hang on, comrade.
No, I'm not doing that. But I am a bit of a socialist, being a Canadian, right?
Let's sit back a second, because we're talking about AI in music. Now, one of the things,
but that's where it leads.
No, I can understand what you're saying, but one of the interesting things is, we talk about AI in music, and AI is obviously like a trained model. But when you look at like music in the, I would say generally in the past, few years, it could be like 10, 20 years. You could even expanding that far. Is that there already has been an AI sort of thing going on there? It's just how it happens to be done by humans, where they're where they're like looking into they're analyzing music, and they're like trying to produce music in a particular way to make it a hit. But it is humans doing it.
Yeah, as it pertains to the top 40 and like the Taylor Swifts and people, I totally agree. Yeah. But what we're talking about with the proliferation, hold on. What we're talking about with the proliferation of AI music is all those people that used to write background music for shopping malls and stuff, it's all gone. Their jobs are over. All of them are gone. We have just unemployed 250,000 people in North America alone. Yeah, gone.
But what happens if the AI ends up actually being better than them?
I don't give a shit, because
there is a potential of
but I don't want the Terminator T Model 101 dictating my musical taste. I want humans. Music is art. Can you put this into the realm of art? Do you want the next Picasso to be an AI bot, or do you want to actually buy something that was created by a human being? That music is not a commodity, it's an art form.
Yeah, but I just want it good. What if the AI
I don't want it just to be good. No, but I don't want it just to be good. I want all the room in the world for music that I can't stand because I'm not the arbiter of what is good. I want humanity to create art. I don't want to be in a situation where everybody agrees on something because, you know, it's by and large from the Wall-E movie, right? I can't deal with this line of thinking. I hate everything to do with it.
You have to deal with this line of thinking.
Oh, I do, but I don't like it because it's being brought upon me for the last 20 years with, you know, look at the 1980s where music became more of a commodity than an expression of heart and soul. You had a certain group of songwriters that were seriously in control. And if you had like Desmond Child on your album as a co-writer, you were going to have a hit. Rat used them. Bon Jovi used them. Everybody used that guy, right? But then, and you had like producers like Mutt Lange and stuff, right? That just defined the 80s style. Well, what happened when the 80s went to the 90s and we had the grunge era? All the 80s people were like, well, nobody needs us now. So they went to country and created new country. I don't want that formulaic approach to anything that pertains to artistic expression. Right? I want the 70s and the 60s where we actually had people going out to the bars and the pubs and going, that cat's cool. Let's sign him and see if it works. Right? That's when art and music was real. Now it's just formulaic garbage.
And that's formulaic garbage without the use of computers and AI. So, yeah.
And now it's only going to get worse with AI because we won't even have humans in there to go, wait a minute, that groove sucks, man. Here, check this out. Right?
That's what I'm saying. I was like, it's just hard to say whether it's going to be worse. It's just you won't like it. It might not be worse.
It will be worse, but it'll probably be more commercial. Right? It will be worse to musicians and people that understand, but to the average human, it'll just be all catchy tunes. And it will sell, and it will happen. Right?
Anyway, Dick, you got some super chat.
Yeah, exactly. We got Papa Dutch coming in.
I need to go for a pee.
Okay, so here, let me jump in here. We got Left-Handed Jedi giving out Shills memberships. We got Left Hand Jedi in with a super chat. And it's, what's your favorite Gary Oldman movie? CF, remind me to re-ask that when Dunk's back, because I know he's just off touching his pee-pee in a private place. Then we had Papa Dutch again. Tour buses to the actual flat earth are leaving today from your local therapy center. That's one of the best super chats ever. And then we had Papa Dutch in again. If I fought in your general direction, what shall you do about it? That is a Monty Python moment that has to be addressed properly. Your mother was a hamster and your father smelt of elderberries. And then we got Papa Dutch in yet one more time. Trolls don't super chat because rubles aren't worth shit. I couldn't agree more. Bring the hammer down. That's how it's done, fellow babies. I love it. I love it. Here, let me heart those too, because I have that ability right now. There we go. You'll see it come up on the live thing there in a second. Matt in the chat there, big long username, it's May. Call Papa Dutch the king of super chats because he's a super chat king. I do believe we will do that. Papa Dutch, you are now the king of super chats. I have an empty glass. That sucks. And Dunk isn't back yet. He's probably touching himself inappropriately in front of a piece of porcelain. It's probably a tea kettle or something.
I'm touching myself inappropriately in front of a picture of you. Wait, that's live on stream. What am I talking about?
I've told you many times to stop telling me that because it's really not working for me.
Yeah, but when I say touching myself inappropriately, I don't mean sexually. It's just inappropriate.
When I think about you, I touch myself.
What? There on my knee. That's inappropriate. My knee is not. There's no erogenous zones in my kneecap.
It's been 3 hours. I am about to crack the 8th beer of the pack. Is Demetrius Siganovis in the chat? I called this out earlier. Dude, I tried 2 beer stores local to me. The one girl, not at my local regular beer store, but the girl at the other shop, I said, do you guys carry any beers from Lithuania? And she said, is that in South America? I said, never mind. The fuck? You know?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Of course.
Have you got any?
Yeah. It's that little, it's just a ferry ride from the Falklands. I'm sure you could figure it out.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
The Falklands next to Hawaii. Just by Iceland.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Stone's throw from Easter Island. I'm sure you'll figure it out. I couldn't believe it, right? I gave up. But Demetrius, I promise I am trying to figure this out. I actually have some ex-in-laws. I'm sure that works for a lot of you. That are like 3 hours north from me in a town, and they own a beer store. So I'll reach out to them and see if they can't just import me something to fulfill the thing, right?
Yeah, it's probably one of those cases you just need a better beer store. They're just providing to the locals, just want their stuff. It's not like it's designed for anything.
I have friends that work at the local beer store to me, and I do not endorse that in any way, shape, or form. They'll kill me. We have people that watch this show from there. You can't do that to me. You can't.
No. I'm not having a go at them. I'm just saying, there are some places you can go to get your regular beer, just what you want, and there are some places that will have the variety of stuff, all the brands you can imagine.
But I actually go to a brew pub that has all their own custom beers and stuff. It's just they all suck, so I get other ones. Oh shit!
Yeah, I'm never fond of those brew dogs type things.
Sorry, Joe.
Hey Joe, where you going with that gun in your hand?
Yeah, I'm sure. She is coming my way. I'm not doing that.
Yeah. Oh dear. Okay. Just.
So it's after 3 hours, and I have to get more beer to enjoy the rest of my evening. That means we have to sadly let you go.
Am I fired?
No. No.
Hey, wait. Where's my redundancy package, you bastard?
Yeah, exactly.
You can't do this.
Yeah. Somebody donate $20 that I can give to this fucking guy, will you?
It's your fuck up package. It's a Shills t-shirt.
Yeah. I have this weird thing going on in my neighborhood where I have to go and check with the neighbor because some strange stuff happened. I've told a couple people, I'm not going to tell y'all because you could probably Google it and figure out where I live. It's really screwed up. But I do have to check with so-and-so because so-and-so might have told so-and-so who told so-and-so something that might actually affect my existence. And I'm going to do that while I go to get beer because, well, you can probably tell how much I give a fuck. But I do have to keep up on this stuff. It's really screwed up. Don't live in a gated community because everybody...
Yeah, don't live in a gay community. No,
gated!
Sorry.
On that note,
I wonder where he got the alien from.
but they do provide lovely flowers. So, consumer advice. Let's see. Hemorrhoids are best served cold. No, that doesn't work.
Is that a Klingon proverb?
Yeah.
Khan. Hemorrhoids are best served cold.
Never eat an octopus before it's dead because they really fight back. Does that work?
No, that's rubbish. Keep going. You'll come up with something good eventually.
Yeah.
We got hours yet.
Never fart right before you sit down because your nose will be where your ass just was. You don't want that to happen. Is that good?
You sit strange.
Yeah, no, but if you're about to sit down and you're standing up and you fart and then you sit down, you've just put your nostrils where your ass was, right? No?
Suppose so.
Watch out where the Huskies go. Don't you eat that yellow snow.
You should write your consumer advice down before you had the 8 beers.
I'm not sure that's what the viewers want. So here, since we did a complete clusterfuck of thanking the team after, why don't we do that and at least get something right?
And should we? Can we just can I just point out that was less of the we?
No. It's actually because of your bitching about something that happened on the last show that made me change things. So to be honest, there's one person that's carrying the bag of responsibility for that, and it's Dunk.
Yeah, it's my fault.
Can you see that teenage backpack on the back of Yoda there? Do you see that?
I'm just wearing the pigeon parachute.
Throw them. They can't flap their wings until they land.
I'm out of here, you fucker.
So if the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy. Thanks for joining us, everybody.
Yeah, keep your dick in a vice.
Ow.